You know, so I swear sometimes I hate working here.
Don't you?
Because I swear to God, like I looked at that intro and I would like to say no shout out to Maggie T because there's not enough. There's not enough pictures of the money maker. There ain't enough pictures of me. I got one shot on there, coach. Just one shot. And he got that picture where everybody like at the red and black event that I got banned from. So if anybody wants to know why I didn't show up for the first
your
ass,
I
was banned.
You fool. We've been trying to get you to come to a red and black event. You just ain't never in the place.
I was banned, and it was because of my religious beliefs of being a New Yorker. Wow. They don't like me down there, coach.
Well, maybe if you spent more time in Atlanta, then you'd be like.
Don't do that.
How the hell you gonna be liked when people ain't around, when you ain't around long enough for people to like you?
Because it's about exclusivity, boy.
Exclusivity. Dictionary word.
Yeah. See, it's like you have the A and then you have the ER. You have bigger and you have biggers.
You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the F.
Listen, but again, let me start off from the beginning, man, because I didn't want to go off on a rant like that. But it's Sunday. You know what that means. It's your boy Magnus. We got a lot of things to talk about. Coach already, aggravated me with his best cornerbacks of all time. Coach took the bait and decided to talk about defensive backs and all that. I know you talked about the numbers, Coach. I know
you know what? I just thought about one more. I forgot about him. I was watching a video yesterday. They were doing the Mount Rushmore of every NFL team.
Okay.
Aeneas Williams was not that guy to play with.
Wait, what?
He was not.
Aeneas was good.
Aeneas Williams.
Aeneas was good.
Yes.
On the Rams and on the Cardinals. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He was on my list. He was on my list.
Now, Coach, when you talk about these GOAT DBs, right? Now you talk about just the numbers because I wanted to factor in certain things.
I had no. It was based on your own expectation, what you expected of it. It wasn't based on mine. I'm just giving you the numbers.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I know what Asante Samuel was talking about. I understand that but he brought up numbers, right? Mm-hmm. Now, if we're talking about numbers, you want to factor that into, let's say, like basketball, right? Mm-hmm. Going like 6-0 in the finals. That's Jordan, right? Qualify him to be the GOAT. But in terms of winning, it's Bill Russell.
Right.
So it's like, who is
he got one on his toe.
So if you want to talk about like winning, I mean, but again, like I said, I'm not going to stir that up because there's, like I said, it's certain things about that whole GOAT conversation that I don't even want to talk about. I like to appreciate greatness when it's here.
Yeah.
Everybody has an era. Everybody has an era.
That was my point making. That was my point.
Right.
This is my thing about the whole Asante Samuel thing. Yeah. Even though he outnumbered Dion in certain categories,
really,
it still don't change the fact that the reason why Dion's numbers went as high as his was because motherfuckers refused to throw to his side of the field.
They did not throw to him.
I mean, when you shut down a whole side of a field, that's saying some shit.
Well,
throw that number shit out all you want to.
But I mean,
shut down a whole side.
However, also Dion had a good pass rush.
He did. Now, factor this in though, Coach, because so did Asante Samuel. That system, that Patriot system, was very good. Yeah. That was very good. Now, but also factor this in stylistically. Both of those DBs are better. When you're a cluer, you're trying to bait the quarterback to throw to you. Mm-hmm. So as opposed to someone that's like a technician like Dion, like he's going to be in the pocket.
Sam's baited.
He baited, right?
Yeah, he took it too. See,
that's what I'm saying.
Except to me, he was very aggressive. The ball's in the air, he's going to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Ball hop.
Yeah, he was a serious. He baited a lot.
I mean, let's factor this in too. When you shift the landscape like what Dion did when he went from Atlanta to San Francisco to Dallas. Mm-hmm. We still have a bill due, Mr. Samuels, in Atlanta. Because if you was about 6 feet tall, you probably would have picked that ball off. So I'm just saying, you know what? Like,
I see what you did there, Max.
I'm just saying. I remember like it just kind of went right over it, slightly. So if you was about 6 feet tall, you would have picked that ball off. I mean,
at least knocked it down.
Right? No, I'm just playing though, but
it's the truth.
But if you outright numbers, I mean, shit, you want to put in Antonio Cromartie? He had a run.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he had a run. He had numbers.
Khalid, did he work with them? Name? He had some numbers.
Unless he went against what's the name of dude from the Raiders that he snatched his chain off.
Michael Crabtree.
Now, anybody outside of Michael Crabtree, he'll crash out against Crabtree. But anybody else, he'll lock him up. But
that was Akeem Talib.
Yeah,
Akeem Talib. Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah. That's what you're saying. Yeah. Now, when you factor that in, Coach, when you talk about like linebackers, like who would be like your top 3?
Inside linebacker, outside linebacker. Which one are you looking at?
Let's talk about mics. Let's talk about the mic first.
How about the mics? Oh my God. You got to go Ray. You got to go Singletary.
Not in any order, right? This is not in any order.
Not in any order.
Okay.
That I've seen.
That you've seen. That counts.
That I've seen.
This is different eras, y'all. Like when you talk about this, this is different eras.
You can go deep and say Tommy Novas was a bad middle linebacker. You can say Mike Dick was what's the old man name? The other TV shows. Played with Chicago too. But anyway, I didn't see those guys play. I didn't see those guys. I don't see highlights. But then I say Brian Urlacher.
Yeah,
Brian was a bad man, boy.
Yeah.
So those 3 that I've actually seen play on TV or so and so on, those are my top 3.
You know, and like I said, like it goes.
And then again, I can put Junior Seau in there too.
Yeah. Oh, Junior Seau was a bad man, boy.
Now does Junior count as a mic? Because I know they kind of moved him around a lot.
Yeah, he was more like a floater here. So
kind of like a Jalen Walker. Oh, sorry, my bad. You know,
something like that.
Exactly. I was gonna say Luke Kuechly.
I was gonna say Luke.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And there's one more I'm trying to think of. Luke Kuechly, Ray Lewis.
Like you talk about modern era, or
well, from what I see, Luke Kuechly, Ray Lewis, and then I would throw in there for my 3rd spot.
Now, go ahead.
I guess you gotta say Urlacher because he was our guy. I think he was our guy. You know, during.
Is he in the hall yet?
I don't think so.
Urlacher.
Yeah, he's not.
I don't think he went yet.
I think he is. I think he went last year.
Did he?
I think last
year. No. What's the name went last year? From Patrick Willis went last year. He's another one. Yes,
he's another one. But yeah, he was another one.
He is.
I would say. Okay, good. I would say both of them. Navarro Bowman and man,
I don't want to hear about Navarro Bowman. We knew he held Ryder White in that NFC Championship game.
No, he did. But those two.
Pass. That's the pass.
Yeah, those 2. Oh my God, man! But
he went. Brian Urlacher went in on class of 2018.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, that far back? Wow.
Yep, class of 2018.
I missed that show.
Yep,
I did too.
I remember him going in. I forgot when he went in.
Who was in the class of 2018? Must have been nobody I knew.
So who is your in terms of DBs in your opinion?
Me?
Yes. Numbers. We ain't talking about numbers. Just like off of your stylistically what you like and yeah. Like who? Because I didn't see the whole show, Coach.
I saw. Well, I didn't give a ranking, but this is I'm gonna give Deion. Deion's still in my top. He's in my top.
Okay. Top man.
Rod Wilson's definitely there.
Yeah.
Rod was a bad man.
I got 4 technically. I got Champ, and then I have Charles.
Champ was different.
Yeah, boy.
Now
we talking about this DB like just straight corners or
cornerback? Yeah, these are cornerbacks too. These are all cornerbacks.
Now you talk about Rod before he transitioned to safety, right?
Yes.
Like Steelers Rod Woodson.
Yes, he still had 57 interceptions before that.
Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying. He ended up with 71.
Jesus.
Prime. Revis
was different. No, come on, coach. They didn't throw to him. And if they
Revis
he wasn't healthy enough to throw to him. He was always hurt.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hold on. Let me tell you. Out of the 11 years that he played,
yeah,
he's only healthy for 8 of them.
Coach, that's not bad.
Coach.
That's better than
29 interceptions. AJ almost there.
Don't do that, coach. Don't be that guy, coach. Listen.
No, Revis was good. No, hold on. Revis was good for his time. I'm not saying he's not Deion. Okay.
No.
This is my thing about this. Those guys had that reputation. Don't throw to him. Why not challenge their asses?
Who?
Both of them didn't give a fuck. Challenge them. The quarterback. Listen, hold on. Let me finish.
Okay.
The quarterback of today would challenge your asses. They're not afraid. Those old guys, those old white guys, they was afraid.
I got one for y'all.
They was afraid.
Eric Allen.
Well,
Eric Allen was good.
He's the Hall of Fame. So.
But is he now? Okay, so the guys see that's the thing about the Hall of Fame class back then and what we guard them now, because the numbers that they have then it's probably not going to happen now because they could kind of factor you out and not throw to your side. Exactly. Like in a case like that's what I'm saying. Like in a case of like Revis was good. Especially like on those Jet teams and that Patriots team.
He had some nice hands because he showed did a lot of holding too, but they didn't call it.
Come on, man.
Look at his
face.
Come
on, man. Come on, man.
He was aggressive. He was another Lattimore. He just didn't get called.
No, coach.
He was.
Coach.
I let D-Cole was talking about Dick LeBeau. My brother went back.
Dick LeBeau was good. And when he transitioned to coach, he was good. So what about Rondé Barber?
I had him on my list. He was on my. I talked about him yesterday.
Yeah, Rondé Barber was a good one.
He played 25 years though, but yeah, he.
Well, so did Darryl Green.
He played 22.
Darryl Green played forever too. Listen, I liked. Champ was different, man.
Champ was different.
Like that run that he had. Oh my God, it was Champ. I was a Charles Woodson fan. I ain't gonna lie. I was a Charles. I like me. It's like I like guys that's like technicians. Like I don't but outside of what we need now on this Falcons team as we transition to our topics and whatnot, we need guys that can take the ball away.
Hey Maggie, it was even more special when you seen Champ Bailey grow from college to the pros.
And I think that's why it resonates more with you guys from Georgia.
Dude, man, when he was at Georgia. Oh,
yeah, y'all saw it. Yeah,
I know. I seen some highlights of him when he was in high school.
He played everything. He played wide receiver, played punt return. He did everything.
Carlton County High School, man. Folks in Georgia. Shut up, man.
I'm telling you, man. He went to the perfect situation in Denver. Perfect situation for him. So
didn't him and Kirby play together, coach?
Yes.
Him, Kirby, and Ghost, Amari Hardwick.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Hardwick. Yeah.
Yeah, Max, you didn't know that shit, did you?
I did not know that.
Ghost played at Georgia too. They was all on the same team.
Really?
Yeah, him, Champ Bailey, Kirby. Who was the quarterback back then, coach? Damn. I know. I think it was either Jim Dunn or Ray Goff that was the head coach.
It was Ray Goff, the head coach. I'm sure of that.
I'm trying to see. I believe Hines Ward was there too.
Hines played 1 or 2 years with Champ. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's another one. You talk about underrated, man.
Oh yeah.
He's not in the Hall of Fame either, right?
Not yet.
Hines Ward, I don't think so.
He deserves to be there.
Yes, he does.
You know what Hines Ward reminds like. You know who's a Timu Hines Ward?
Who was that?
Remember Baldwin, Doug Baldwin?
Mm-hmm. Doug Baldwin.
Yes.
Doug Baldwin and Golden Tate.
Very consistent.
Yeah. And Golden Tate with his big helmet. From Seattle.
You can't talk about Golden Tate. He took Russ's wife.
Damn it, man.
Okay, so let me transition to your
He did.
Damn it, man.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find that team. Let's see what was Kirby season. I'm trying to look at the 98 Georgia Bulldogs. You know they were kind of mediocre.
So we got Andrew G first. Smooth C talk about he's second. He letting everybody know that. That's fine, Smooth C. We got Deshaun Carswell. We got Timothy Davison. We got Robert Ponder. Christian Ponder's brother is back.
I knew that.
We never forget Christian Ponder.
Bobo. Oh, damn. There it is right there, Maggie. That was the quarterback.
Mike Bobo. There you go.
Bobo was a good quarterback, though.
Bobo. He ain't what was damn as a damn offensive coordinator.
He is.
Man, I'm tired of Bobo.
We just had a terrible fucking old line and terrible running backs.
Oh, boy.
He never comes through. He shit the bed at the crucial moments.
You just got to execute the play. You don't execute the play, that's on you.
Don't open old wounds, y'all. Don't open old wounds. Jerome talking about Mike Green about to assault left tackles and right tackles. Huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, you said assault. He said assault. I know what you're talking about, Jerome. We got the X-Man, Xavier Littman. We got Timothy Davis said he loves the intro. There you go. We got Tay Bro talking about getting hyped for the draft. We got John Sinclair. Hey, what's up, John? We got Dan the Man talking about good morning from the Great Smoky Mountains. Let's get that pass rush.
Hey, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Kirby's senior year, Jim Donnan was the head coach.
His senior year, but Ray Goff was there before, right? Before that. No, it was what's called. It was.
I think Kirby. When Kirby got there as a freshman, Ray Goff was the coach. He was there for 2 years, and Jim Donnan took over after Kirby's junior year.
And it was terrible.
Look at what are y'all talking about? All those guys are dead. All those guys are dead.
Huh? No, the hell they ain't. Jim Donnan ain't dead. Shit.
We got Soldier Howe. We got D. Coleman. What does Smoothie talk about? Show up and you won't feel banned then. Man, I hate you, Smooth.
Ray Goff was on the head coach for Kirby his freshman year. He basically played with Jim Donnan.
Look at Blackberry. You know, I got a beef with Blackberry because after I saw what he did during that with that mock draft, that was an absolute tragedy. That was I don't know what you that was by far the worst draft that I have ever seen. Ever seen.
Man, to check this out. Here's another player that played with Kirby Smart. Matt Stinchcomb.
You know what?
You remember Matt Stinchcomb? Offensive line, man. Great offensive lineman. Hell of a pro career.
Let me finish the elites, man. We got
I was just going through here. We're going through the roster, man.
We got Ghost Peppers. What do you say? What we got? Dre Murphy said nothing much, just chilling, laid back, relaxing, watching some television, waiting on this NCAA basketball games to go. And you got to put some commas in there, Dre. I almost lost my breath saying all that.
Run on citizens like a motherfucker.
For real. D-Slow said, what up, fellas? Is the draft here yet? I wish it was, man.
I know, right?
It was. You know,
don't rush it. Somebody will get mad anyway with the motherfucker. So
yeah, you know what? We must go ahead and just get it over with. Just rip the Band-Aid right off, Coach. Let's just hurry up and get this draft over so people could be pissed off.
Exactly.
All these damn wannabe Mel Kipers.
That motherfucker ain't no good. Don't talk about
who is Mel Kiper anyway?
I do not want to be that motherfucker.
My neighbor has more credentials than Mel Kiper, and my neighbor's a postman.
We got Scotty Robinson, Stephen B. We got Gabriel Rogers. There's some new people I haven't seen here. Gabriel Rogers. He said, "Don't ever try me with a sorry receiver like Crabtree." See, he remembers. Sherman. Wait. See, D. Coleman, he trying to piss me off right here. The GOAT, Paul Wallow. See, you're doing what Coach does when he talks about Prince Shimbo.
That motherfucker to go.
No, I know. But when you talk about Prince Shimbo,
I know, right, Coach.
I didn't say he was a GOAT. I just said he wasn't bad.
What you mean he wasn't bad? He wasn't
good.
Either.
Coach, you know how you always do. You always
I never say he was a GOAT.
You got to name some siren.
I said he was not a bad. He wasn't a bad linebacker. He did. He was one of those guys that did his role.
He did.
Prince Shimbo.
Yeah. So did Tyler Starr, Coach. So did D'Angelo Malone, Coach. No, don't do that.
Hey, don't talk about D'Angelo Malone like that. He had 3 sacks last year. And he wasn't last on the team.
Who's last on the team? Grady?
Yeah, what? Who?
He ain't here no more. Grady, I think he was last on the team, right?
Yeah. That's why they kicked him out, because he didn't have
That been bad.
Let me stop. I don't want to get nobody to cut me out today.
No, because Coach, you said Taquan. You said Taquan Graham gonna have a bounce back year. Yeah. But you realize, Coach, you have to have air to bounce though.
Hey.
Taquan ain't no air in him. He got no juice, man.
He may got some. We don't know. We got to see. That's why they signed him back. They see something.
All I know from what I see, and all I seen him was on the IR. That's all I see. It's like Troy.
He could be your next Brian Young.
Who? You know what?
Don't do that, Skip.
See, Jerome trying to piss me off too. He said, "Who y'all Falcons top 5 corners? Top 5? Okay. Since he wants to play,
I can play that.
Kendall Sheffield. How about that? Okay.
No. Kendall Sheffield.
No, see, we don't have top 5 corners, man.
But they don't stay here long enough. They don't stay here long enough. They don't stay here long enough to be a top 5.
Kendall Sheffield. Are you serious?
You got a bad leg? What you doing with that cane, man? With that crutch?
I've been had these crutches since I threw my back out. Kendall Sheffield.
You threw your back out? Hey.
No.
Don't do that, Skip.
I had real bad sciatica at one point. Kendall Sheffield. Really?
Put the crutch down, man. Oh, somebody said Ray Buchanan.
Yeah, Ray's in your top. He's in your top. He's in your top. I'll get Ray your top 5.
Scott Case, man.
No, he's a safety.
Oh, he was a safety.
Yeah.
But does that count nowadays? Like DB?
No.
What you mean?
Safety and cornerback are 2 different positions.
No, cut out the Malachi Starks.
I'm
back on the Malachi Starks hype train again, man.
Oh, you heard me talk about it yesterday a little bit?
Hold on, you said
What surprised you?
Yeah.
Hey,
what's up? Hashim Graham, what's up, brother?
Where is it?
Who else am I missing? Hold on, I didn't finish yet.
Hashim,
I'm not finished. Hold on, we got Michael. That's it. Prince, Cher, Michael. That's all it is, man. There it is. We got Ghost Peppers. Okay, y'all got some Jay Shep. We got Jay Shep in the house. Oh, y'all in here. And King Richie, man. What's up, man? I saw your mock trade. Yeah, I saw. This dude said Jason Webster. Jason Webster was the most frustrating player to watch. Let me tell you something, man. Fabian Moreau was. That's who that
was. Anyway.
Oh, that's nice. You might have to tell AJ to come off that 24 though.
Hey,
that'll never happen.
It'll never happen. Yeah,
it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. I grabbed this about a couple weeks ago.
That's nice, man. I like that.
Yeah.
So let's get to the topics. Let's get to the topics, man, because I looked at this and Coach, I don't know if you got the 32, like the draft, not the mock draft, but like the basically like where everybody's going to be drafted and whatnot, the draft order. Okay. I was looking at it and I was basically saying like, yeah, Mike Green put on a show for his pro day, and I understand that, and I'm glad that he did. But boy, I don't think he's going to be there at 15 though. Mike Green just shot himself into the top 10, and I think he might go to Carolina. Like the way I'm looking at it is like they're looking for an edge, and for some reason, kind of like what I think Blackberry was saying. I think Jalen Walker his stock is falling, and I think it's just because of his arm length. They're overanalyzing this guy, and they really don't know. Now I'm just saying, like they're just looking at a guy that comes with production. Now, the only difference is that Mike Green comes with a plan. He has the production and everything. He has juice, and he showed that, and he displayed that. But what I think what he did is that he just shot himself right up into at least top 8. At least top 8. I think so, because I don't think he drops that far. Like, do you have the draft order?
I do.
Okay, so obviously we already know Cam is going first. Okay. Tennessee. Congrats. Don't do that, man. See, hit Coach the Dream Killer. Here we go. Okay, so we got So we got Cam, the Browns, and I'm going to shoot my narrative with this, is that I think they're going to tape Abdul Carter for the simple fact that, number one, the Steelers' O-line is bad. They're reeling right now. The Bengals' O-line is bad. You could actually play for second if you get solid quarterback play. Go ahead and bring Kirk up there. We already know that he was up there behind enemy lines.
He up there.
Yeah.
He was up there hanging with Steve Harvey. Yeah. Boy from Cleveland. Let Kirk bring his ass up here. He come up here with that bullshit. I'm going to kick his ass. Yeah. Celebrate his ass.
He said, Claymont said, is there a question about the competition, Mike Green? I don't think there is anymore. I think they're looking at.
I see where Clay coming from because he did play for Marshall.
He did play for Marshall, but then when he went to the Senior Bowl and ran over
who he ran over?
That was Josh Simmons, I think, the right tackle from.
He was an SEC tackle.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So when you look at that and you see what he did when he went to the Senior Bowl, I think that's why he went to the Senior Bowl, to show him what he could do against like top talent. I mean, 17 sacks is like 17 sacks. It's the same thing with Donovan Iziraku. Like, your production is your production. Iziraku. And that's his name. Donovan. Donnie E.
I got a serious question.
Yes, sir.
How does Mike Green compare to Khalil Mack when he came out?
Khalil was like a power guy.
Right.
But Chicago looked at him and said, you know what? Buffalo, who cares? Production is production. And they took him anyway. And you see the rest is history. But I think you got to do a lot of these guys like
Buffalo, Lakers and 5. That's what they say.
Like namely, namely a lot of people in the Atlanta Falcons front office. Like, production is production. Forget like scheme fit. We'll put you somewhere where we can emphasize your skill set. But Jesus Christ, man.
Can I address this real quick?
My problem with Mike Green is character issues are in question. Go ahead, Coach.
I'm trying to see everybody talk about character issues. This man has not ever been accused of anything.
Yeah,
it's what they're saying. It's rumors.
Man, let me tell you something.
He hasn't been in jail. He hasn't been arrested. He hasn't been questioned.
I wouldn't give a damn about no character issues. You see what the hell Cleveland did?
Hold on. Go ahead. Finish your statement.
It's a she say thing. He probably hit it and ran, and she didn't like it. And I guarantee you, I can almost guarantee you.
It was Virginia. Hold
on. I can almost guarantee you she was of the Caucasian persuasion type. I can guarantee you she was.
It's the same thing that happened to that guy from oh my God, he was a defensive end, like a jack dude, and he the same thing happened to him, and it ruined his career. Like, he didn't get drafted or anything like that. I forgot. Oh, Sean Oakman, that was his name. So it was Sean Oakman. Same thing came out. Nothing.
Until he's accused and put in handcuffs or been brought to the police station and been questioned. It's just accusation.
Now,
allegation. So,
but to go along with that, like let's think about this. Would you guys draft a guy? So we're looking at Mike Green for character issues, right? Let's just say this, okay? Max Hairston actually has a restraining order against him. Mm-hmm. So there's something where it's like, okay, there's hearsay. Now, of course, it's zero tolerance, like what happened with Virginia and stuff like that, because he had one in high school, right? He had one in high school, and then he had one in college. And when he went to Virginia, they had zero tolerance. So you can't do anything. No parties, nothing. Yeah. But when he was there, it happened again. And they said, like, you know what? They didn't even do their due diligence. They just said, oh, okay, you're in the middle of something again, you're gone. Your name came up in something, you're gone. And that's how he ended up where he's at now. So look,
ain't had an issue at Marshall yet.
But here's the thing though. Do you think that he would have put up those numbers in Virginia? I believe so.
Yeah.
So what's the knock on him? Outside of that, does he have a pass rush plan? He does. Can he set the edge? He does. Can he?
My thing is this. If Deshaun Watson get that goddamn money for all the bullshit he damn did, Mike Green that's just a cakewalk.
No.
Well, the thing is with Deshaun actually it's happened. Same thing with Buddy from Baltimore.
Hold up. Hey, this shit funny. Look at the name. Officer Doofus.
Officer Doofus said we need psychos on this team. I don't care about character issues. Well, the thing is, like, you're not a general manager. So I want everybody to think about as a general manager. Think about like your job right now, and think about like if your job is totally dependent on somebody doing the right thing. Because if you draft wrong, because we already said that Terry's on a hot seat. Okay, can we agree to that?
Oh, boy, that seat hot as shit.
Now this, so again,
that seat
is
hot as the grits on Al Greenback right now.
So all 68, 69 yard right now. I want y'all to ask yourself a question. Would you draft somebody with that kind of thing that you would have to kind of keep your phone on late at night? And your job is on the line. Like, would you? See, it's one thing of like when you do your job for you. I control me. Like when I'm operating a train, I operate the train. Yep. But if I have to depend on somebody else, it's totally different. And my job is on the line for that. Now I'm depending on somebody else. Like, would y'all do it? Or would y'all like look at somebody that maybe could do the same thing that Mike Green does, which is probably like a Donovan, maybe a Prince. I'm not even going to try to say his name. Ole Miss. Maybe a Prince or somebody like that. So
somebody want the long arm Magnus.
That man, listen, that name, it's Yuma something.
Shame what they did to that dog.
What he said, D. Coleman said, outside of off the field stuff, the only knock I heard on Green was that he's a little but he's 251. He's actually bigger than Josiah Stewart. He's bigger than Donovan, Donnie E. He's bigger than a lot of them. He's 251.
Yeah, Don E.
The only one that I think he's not bigger than is he's bigger than Jalen Walker, but he's not bigger than David Walker. David Walker is about 6'1", about 261 pounds. He's a fire hydrant. That's what he is.
Damn.
So, what's up, Andrew G? so coach, like I'm looking at what's up, Jew? I'm looking at this guy in particular. Oh my God.
Which one?
I'm looking at Mike Green, and I'm like, I don't think that he's going to be there, so we have to come up with a plan B.
There's a lot of people in there.
They probably if he
I'm not even looking at Mike Stewart. I wasn't looking at him.
You're not looking at Mike?
He wasn't one of my top guys.
Oh, really? Who's your top guy?
Right now, I still like the kid from Texas A&M, Nick Storton. I've been watching a lot of him. He's a little heavier.
He's like 260, I think.
He's like 280, so.
I think he dropped weight though. I think he dropped weight for the combine. I think he's down now. Well, I think A&M told him, like him and Stewart, to bulk up to play the edge. So Stewart, I think is like 273 now, but he played at 290.
He played at 290, yeah.
He played at 290 at A&M, and I think Scorton dropped weight. I think he was at 280, but then he dropped. I think he's around like in the 260, 270 range right now.
Man, I was just gonna say, I hope Coach ain't gonna say Shamar Stewart.
Yeah, so
Shamar Stewart gonna be your surprise guy. So yeah, everybody talk about him because what you seen him on film this year, the kid can play.
Well, yes he can. Yes, he can. So Drew said, forget about character issues. He want James Pierce Jr. You talk about character issues. Now the knock on Pierce, if you want to talk about character, is locker room stuff. So you got to have a strong locker room,
right?
When you bring them in there, you know.
Well, we don't know about that, man.
And that goes to Coach's question, like who's the leader. But we'll talk about that a little later because I like that question you had, Coach.
But there's another guy people are feeling with. Cal Kennard, I like him too. So
he's a thumper.
He's another guy that I like.
Yeah. Now you could get him probably like in the third-ish, probably like third round. David Walker's probably another third rounder. Prince is probably going in the second. There's some guys that's like under the.
There's one guy from Virginia Tech that I've been.
Oh my God, that dude with the hyphenated name.
That's it. Antoine Powell, Ryder, something like that.
Yeah.
Powell who?
Power.
Antoine Powell.
I like
Ryder, something like that. Yeah. We said Jerome said Pierce and Green are the best pure pass rushers in this draft. Now, okay, People in the
Antoine
chat.
Powell Riley.
Yeah. So people in the chat right now. Now, what is your definition of an edge? And I'll ask Coach. I'll ask Nyght Ryder too. Like, what is your definition? Oh my God.
Stay off the weed.
Now, what is your definition of an edge, Coach? Because everybody keeps talking about edge. So, what is your definition of an edge?
An edge to me, who's an edge rusher in the NFL, to me is a guy that can play the run and as well as rush the passer.
Thank you.
I won't say the same thing. You got to be able to sit the edge to make the guy.
You have your outside linebackers.
Yeah,
guys that rush, but they also can play the lanes. I mean, they can get to the outside and make tackles.
They can get depth. Now, Pierce can do that. He did that in Tennessee.
Yes. So
now, remember, I want you guys to remember this. Now, that's the definition of an edge. There's a lot of guys that can rush the passer, but you have to take them. You have to take them off the field for first and second down. So, having said that, do you want another AK-40? Oh, I'm sorry, AK. I'm sorry, I forgot his number. I'm sorry, I forgot his number. You know? Yes. Do you want another AK? He's a situational pass rusher.
Hey, Mike said,
yeah, that's what he is. You're right. And you got Leonard Floyd, who is what?
I thought Leonard Floyd kind of like an outside linebacker.
He is.
Yeah.
He's the same as what the guys we were talking about right now.
Yeah. What's said right here? Green had a high tackle for loss rate too. Juice said they said Parsons had locker room issues as well, but he can play.
I mean, you can watch damn Michael Parsons podcast until he had locker room issues. As much shit as he talk.
But he belongs on Dallas. That's
Exactly.
why that kind of stuff is applauded. You know,
he's at the place he needs to be.
Let him stay there.
John Sinclair said TJ Watt is a definitive edge guy. All those Watts are. That's one thing about those Watts. They know how to set an edge.
TJ Watt, AJ Watt, JJ Watt.
TJ, I mean, what's
JJ?
JJ was more of a defensive end. Because you can put him inside because he was just big. He was big. He wasn't a little guy.
He was like 280. He was like 280. Yeah, 290 maybe.
Like 290 plus, yeah.
Yeah, he was different. Like they moved him around, but he was an athlete though.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the thing when you see a guy that has like those kind of athletic traits. If you see a Shamar Stewart sitting there, do you think that like Ulbrich, who has built his career in New York for guys that have high athleticism, and he can get the production out of that?
If they can leave him in charge of this draft for the defensive players, I think they will. Okay. I think we're gonna be okay.
I was about to say I had to go back and look at the draft that JJ Watt came in. I was like, who the hell the Falcons picked that? I'll get ready to talk shit, but I had to look and see who the hell we got them picked.
So think about it. Think about it in this thing. I think what happened with Raheem, what he did is like you want to get your guys in free agency, your Morgan Fox, your Jordan Fuller. Okay. But when it comes to actually like defense, I think this is all going to be on Jeff Ulbrich. That's just my personal opinion. This is going to be on Jeff Ulbrich. So Jeff Ulbrich geeked out about Malachi Starks.
Mm-hmm.
He did. He said that is the safest pick in this draft.
He did say that.
He said that is the absolute safest pick, and he tested very well. And I ain't talking about athletically. I am not talking about athletically. I'm talking about between the ears, how smart you have to be.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm going to put this storyline again out this. Rich McKay messed up our draft because we could have had Brian Branch if Terry would have gotten the keys to draft the guys that he wanted to draft. He wanted a guy like a Brian Branch. That's what he wanted. So lo and behold, fate would have it that you have somebody probably not as good because like a Brian Branch has tenure already in the NFL, but Malachi ain't no slouch, and you could slot him in right there at the nickel. You ain't got to worry about nothing. And then DB4 is Clark Phillips. Or maybe he could, or maybe he could challenge.
That's what I said yesterday.
Yeah, right, exactly. And I'm agreeing with you. I saw it yesterday. And right. So maybe what he could do is like maybe he could challenge Mike Hughes for that spot. Who's to say that might just because you signed a 3-year deal that means like you're guaranteed to start? What do you think you are, Russell Wilson?
No, yes.
My bad. My bad. My bad. my bad.
You think they'll give Starks a try at cornerback though instead of?
I think he could play the nickel.
Yeah, he can play the nickel.
Yeah. Now I'm not saying boundary corner, but I'm saying like right there, the most important.
Yes.
What do they call that position on the Dogs?
The star.
The star. Right. Which means that he's first of all, it's in his name. Okay. and number two is that
just like that. There.
Yeah, exactly. Take the KS off. But don't you have to be like really smart to play that nickel? Because didn't he do the same thing with Rondé Barber? And then his career took off when they moved him into the slot?
Yep, it did.
Yeah. Look, I think your defense is only going to be as good as your nickel. Honestly, if you talk about just like on passing downs and stuff like that, like they move a lot of guys into the nickel, into like that inside position, that slot position to get them open. Your CD Lambs, your Drake Londons, like guys like that, you know. So if you don't have a guy that's suitable at that position, D offered, things happen. So Jerome said
he's jobless.
Oh, hold on. Let me get to Jew. Jew said, I like Starks, but I'm taking Imanari over him. I think if we take Imanari, I think we're going to slot him right at that Mike position, man. Whew, Lord. Yes, I agree with you, Jew. Like Phillips can play that nickel position. I think he can. He said, Jerome said, Barron is a safe pick too. Corner, nickel, and safety. Thorpe winner. Now, my thing with Barron, because we're going to be picking guys apart right now. Now we said like how great he is. What is Barron's knock against him? Can he play a zone? Because Ulbricht's philosophy is like more of a zone, not a man. Now, if you want to play man, go to Aaron Glenn and the New York Jets. They're going to play like a lot of men. But Ulbricht in it, right? Now, Ulbricht's system is under Robert Sala's system, and that's a lot of zone cover 3, being able to play in space. Get home with 4, and it's like they blitz, but they don't blitz a lot. So you better be able to get home with 4.
The slot guy plays man,
right? Which means that you better have a guy that could play. You better have a guy that could play and could tackle. Yeah, and could tackle. So you got to be able to tackle. Now, D offered, God bless him, he could do it, but he's a little limited. But you got to have a guy that has like a change of direction, be able to diagnose plays, you know, be able to seal off that edge. You know, when it's we already know. Okay, so anyway, but coach,
yes, sir.
You're at 15. Mike Green is off the board. You said you like if I'm not, I forgot what you said. You said Mike Green is not your top guy. Who your edge guy is?
Who I would have picked if that was the case. If Mike Green got the board.
Yes.
I hate to say it, it would have been James Pierce Jr.
You would have picked James Pierce Jr.
If I was going to pick an edge, I'm not going to pick an edge at 15. I would not pick an edge at 15.
Will Johnson?
No. Not even the cornerback. I'm going to be a D lineman. Seriously.
It said, hold on, wait. If Ulbricht is more of a coverage guy or a pressure guy? If he's a pressure guy, he's going to want to do something with that D line. Now, remember, going what Coach said, but I want you guys to remember. Now, I was forced to watch Jets games when the Falcons played either on Monday night or Sunday night or whatever like that. So I had to watch it. So it's just funny because of the fact that we actually hired somebody that actually ran that particular system. Right. And I watched that system, and I'm telling you right now, it's a lot of zone. The same, like Sauce is a zone corner, DJ Reed is a zone corner, and what they had, and going into like our next topic right here, is here. And I'm actually tired of hearing it. And it goes by what Stephen B is saying, like, why not more Kenny Grant talk? Well, we have been talking about him, Kenneth Grant. We've been talking about him. Now, I think you could get Kenneth Grant in a second. I believe so. But
we're pushing it at 46 though.
You're pushing it, but it goes to like my next topic though, Coach. You know, like trust me, I got you on this. I got you on this. But there's a certain section of people like within our fan base, Coach, that says that what are we going to do with one of our longest tenured defensive guys, one of our leaders, whether it's like in the community as well as on the team, you know, that says like, okay, I know how you feel about leaders. We'll talk about that too. We'll talk about that too. But again, I think there's a lot of people that's like unfamiliar with the way the Jets ran their system. And I want you guys to also realize the fact of the way San Francisco ran their system. They got home with 4. Yes, you got to have an alpha or whatever, but they did have Javon Kinlaw. They did have oh God, what was the name of the other defensive tackle that was next to him? He was a vet. I forgot his name though. But they got home with 4. Then you have to have like linebackers that can play in space. Your Fred Warners and whatnot. Then you just have like guys like in the back that could play in space. That's what it's all about. That's what that system is all about. You got to be able to get home with at least 4. So, having said that, Coach, should we look for Grady Jarrett's replacement?
We can. But I think, you know.
Well, let me rephrase the question because I think I wrote this question wrong. I don't think that we need to look for Grady Jarrett's replacement. What I think we need to look for is an anchor like a Quinnen Williams.
Bingo.
And I think Javon Hargrave. Thank you, Jermaine. That was it. Javon Hargrave. Yes. So when I look at that, I think you talk about guys that could take a leap. I think Rook could be that guy.
If we're doing the 4-3.
I think we are, aren't we? If it's brick system, right?
They confuse the hell out of me right now. So if we go 4-3,
right,
we don't need a humongous guy. We just need a guy that can penetrate. We just need 2-3 techniques and a half one. That's what we need. We don't need that. We don't need that humongous guy.
No. And that's what I'm saying. Like guys that fit that is a Walter Nolan, right?
Exactly.
That's someone that's like that. Yeah. Someone like a Shamar, not Shamar Stewart, the other Shamar Turner from Texas A&M, one of the unsung heroes on that line. Guys that could just shoot up field. You know, I think that's what that is. And what Michael said, Harmon and Rook in a 4-3 is crazy. Yeah, I believe so.
It could be nasty.
But wasn't that what they were?
Yeah,
and I think that's why. But guess what? Guess what, Coach? Here's another thing. Isn't that what Onyemata was when he was effective in a 4-3?
That's why he's still here.
That's why he's still here. Yes. And unless that we draft somebody that could do exactly what he can do, then I think Onyemata stays here for at least one more year.
You can have a Rook and an Onyemata together. That could be pretty dangerous.
That's pretty good. And then you could sprinkle in Morgan Fox. Mm-hmm. You could sprinkle in Street.
You got Zach.
And who else?
Harrison.
Who else we have?
You got Harrison too.
Hey, you still got Harrison.
I thought Magna was gonna say Morgan Freeman.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
No, he said Morgan Fox. I thought he was saying Morgan Freeman.
He said Rook is more of a pass rusher than an anchor. I need 310 plus. Well, I think Quinnen is what 305, 310.
When Williams, he plays the 3 technique. You don't listen. Your 3 technique don't have to be humongous. They just got to have leverage and get off the ball.
I paused that.
I just think you need to like to shoot up. You just need to shoot up field. Yeah. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
And I think that's basically what they did. When you have like your Jermaine Johnsons and you have like your Quinnen Williams and you had guys next to them like your John Franklin Myers, guys like that, and then you had what's his name? Will McDonald coming behind him. So the thing is, like, when you see stuff like that, it's like come on, guys. It can be maybe they don't go D-line because you have your Dorless, maybe because they double dipped the year before. You had your Dorless, you got your Rook, you got your Street, you got Morgan, you got Zach.
You brought LaCale Linebacker, who is 330 right now.
You brought that's a depth piece. Yeah, exactly.
Morgan Fox, Megan Fox, Jamie Fox. Niggas are fine.
So And like I said, another thing, don't be surprised they don't go get a D tackle in the first round. They, like you said, they may go get an edge. Or then again, safe pick, like Jeff said, you may see Malachi here if he falls.
I think Malachi will fall. So there's some guys that really take into account the RAS score, but he's just like a really smart instinctual player. Sounds like a certain somebody that we know. Zone 3 back there.
So
I think what you could do is like you could play like a 3 safety system, similar to what they do in Minnesota, similar like what they do in Detroit once upon a time when they had like CJ. But you just have like guys that you could just sprinkle in there, and you have versatility at this point. And then Clark could just be like your depth piece, or maybe he can challenge for that spot. Then what you could do for everybody's favorite, Helms, you could have him study under Ulbrich and let him be like the Jermaine Sherwood,
the hitman from Calgary, Alberta.
We just have to have him learn how to play in space.
Yeah,
just have a guy that can play in space. So at that spot, coach, it seems like we're not staying at 15 with what we're talking about. Oh, coach got to handle his business.
No, I'm good. No, it's just I got coffee coming. I got coffee to order. So
question, coach. So basically, what we in agreement that you can go back, right? Because if you're saying like Mikael London is like over 300, well over 330 pounds.
330, yeah,
he's 330. So do you necessarily have to go get a Deion Walker? No, you don't have to do that.
You don't.
Like you don't have to go and get like a Tyler. No, you ain't got to do that. But what you can do is just get guys that could just basically shoot up, because it looks like that's what they're doing. They got guys like like I said, Morgan Fox, and then you got Kentavious Street, and you got a Dorless, guys that could basically just get upfield and basically collapse the pocket.
Yep.
Now, what do you think is our true weakness at this point that we have to address?
Linebacker.
I agree. Now, Ulbrich's type of linebacker is a Divine Diablo.
Yes.
That is his type of line, because CJ Mosley didn't fit that mold anymore.
Deion Jones.
Deion Jones, very light, but can get up, but can go up and tackle though. That's the thing.
Until he couldn't no more.
Until he couldn't no more. Right. So when you look at that, coach, have you been looking at linebackers?
Not to that degree, but yeah, I looked at a couple. There's a couple of them that I like. I still like, for some reason, I like Demetrius Knight.
He's like more like what he's not traditional, but he's like a 245, right? About 6'3"ish, 245. Yeah, Fourier.
245. Yeah. A Fourier type. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but Fourier is a converted safety, like a Jeffrey Bossa.
Yeah,
Jeffrey Bossa. Yeah, I like him too.
Yeah,
he's an Oregon kid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to talk about somebody that's probably like 330 pounds, that I would get probably late. I don't want that guy from Florida, because I'm gonna need you to lose like, at least like 150 pounds.
Ziggers.
No, I don't want no Ziggers.
Biggers. Legacy. Oh, and Cameron, just so you know, how the hell you gonna own somebody when you're tired?
No. See,
math ain't math then.
No. Hold on. We ain't doing that. For here on out on Regulators, we are not. Absolutely not. You want to do that? Start your own channel. You're not coming on here and try to steal the show and stuff like that. You will not be acknowledged here. I am sorry. No, you're going.
Put him in time out.
No. You ain't gonna sit there and be stealing time. I'm a family man. I got stuff to do. I got a certain amount of time to do this show. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and do that with you. No. Start your own channel, man. There's enough of y'all down there. Y'all got that college atmosphere. Start your own freaking channel. Don't stop coming on here trolling.
They everywhere technically, because they ain't got nowhere else to go.
No, I'm done talking about it. Back to the situation at hand. We're talking about us, because we got us. Now,
they not like us.
Now, what we were saying, coach,
about the linebacker.
Okay. Now, for someone like, we got Jeffrey Bossa. Would you take the hometown kid, Barry Carter? He has some weaknesses in his game, though.
Yeah. I like him, but he's not one of my top guys. If I'm going to do anything that I think I can mold, I just hope he can stay up. I still like Smiles Munden. He has the speed. He will come and tackle you. But the problem is
he can't stay healthy though.
I know, right?
I think it's a haircut.
Okay. So you like Smile Monday maybe like in what, the seventh round?
6.
But you,
we ain't got no 6.
okay.
So yeah.
Coach, I want you to look up this name because he's starting to become one of my guys. Okay. His name is Teddy Buchanan.
Teddy Buchanan. Is Ray's son? That Ray Buchanan's son?
That's Ray's son. Yeah.
Hold on, really?
No, it's not.
I say goddamn.
I think he plays at Cal. He plays at Cal.
I see him right here.
You know who his pro comp
Teddy
is?
with a Y-E. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 10.
Eric Kendricks.
Mm.
He plays in space exactly like him. He comes up and thumps just like him.
They got the same kind of nationality.
Oh, jeez. Light skin? I'll be sure.
Light skin with long hair.
Oh.
They do.
Oh.
Don't do that, Skip.
When I see him, I see Eric Kendricks, man. Every time I look at that guy, I see Eric Kendricks. Like when I see him play. So
Yeah,
if you look at somebody like later on,
Yeah.
somebody that you could develop, I really like Teddy Buchanan. Because at this point,
Teddy with a Y-E.
I think we have to start to move on from Troy, man. Because I don't know if we're going to re-sign him.
Yeah, man. Look, but he can't stay healthy, man.
He can't. His name. Look, he can't stay healthy. And then guess what? Caden Ellis is going to be like a free agent. I think after next year, he'll be 31.
Oh my.
So
hell.
So again, like at this point, who do you have that's ready to go behind him? I don't want the Great Kazoo. Okay, I really don't want the Great Kazoo. I don't want him like starting.
Great Kazoo.
I don't know. I don't. No, I did. I took it down, Dre. I took it down. Like I'm not even acknowledging him. Like for what? This is AFN. We're here to talk about like.
Hey man,
AFN
we done with all them swamp monkeys. They can go to hell. All right.
Same one with everybody else in the division. Yeah. Oh yeah. JD Krillin Bertrand.
Yes. Wait up. I don't do that. Yeah.
Don't do that, Skip.
It said Clay said just pick a couple of Bulldogs, seems to work out for other teams. Hey, what year is Jalen Carter in?
This is the season coming up. I think it's gonna be his third year.
Third year. Okay,
third year, yeah.
This will be his third year. Now, can I paint a picture for y'all? Can I paint a little picture for y'all? We missed out on him, right? Drafting him, right?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't even say that.
We missed out.
I mean, yeah, he talent wise on the field, yeah, but when it comes to like a lot of the shit that he was doing in Athens, maybe he needed to change the damn scenery. Because if he was fucking up in Athens, imagine what the hell he'd do in Atlanta.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
okay,
by the way,
yeah,
I gotta show you who Teddy Buchanan is. If he doesn't look like the boy, that's him.
Oh, yeah.
That looks like Duke Riley.
Don't do that. Why am I saying what the hell going on with Jacob Fatu over there?
Andrew Kent. That's how he looks.
That's Teddy Buchanan, but he looks like Duke Riley or Roman Reigns. One of the two.
That ain't Roman Reigns. That's Raymond Rose.
Yeah, even she knows Roman Reigns. He said, acknowledge him.
I know, right?
Hey, that's the project. That's the project chief.
Yeah, the project chief.
What chief?
That's not the chief. That's the lieutenant.
Straight from the project.
Hey, listen. That's who I want on the team. That guy. If he can play in space the way Eric Kendricks can, and he just need like a little bit more seasoning, that guy. Okay. Now, back to the thing at hand, though. Okay, so we talk about Babineau, a guy like Babineau, right? I think that's what I think it was Ghost Peppers that put it up there. Babineau, Grady is I honestly, Coach, I really think Root could be that guy.
I think so.
I really think, and I think Morgan is going to help develop him, like with his hands and stuff like that, as well as like our new D-line coach and Ulbrich.
Hands.
Look,
hands.
Did we think that? Did we really think that Jermaine Johnson would be what he is, or Will McDonald would be what he is? They were more so projects.
Jermaine Johnson, I knew he could be good. He did play at Georgia for a minute, and then left. Yeah. I knew he would be a good what's called edge guy.
You think that? Hey, girl. Oh, that's your peoples?
Yeah, they're my people right there.
Another one that's a girl from.
Don't do that, Coach.
I don't know, man.
Is she from England too?
No.
Okay.
She's American.
Let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at that. Because if she's from Mexico or Canada, everybody got beef now.
She's American.
Tariffs.
Shut up.
Tariffs. I'm just saying tariffs.
You gotta pay tariffs.
No damn tariffs.
You gotta pay tariffs.
Every time she puts a comment on that, you gotta pay a tariff, man.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't you damn do it.
Hey, look, leave your $25 in the comment.
Oh God.
Crack it up.
So wait, hold on. Stephen B said we passed on Gurley. Listen, I think you have to look up the fact that we passed on because Beasley's knee was deteriorating. It just Oh my God. Yeah, exactly. Go to Mexico and make sure you apply for your visa. You ain't letting you back out. Coach said, Coach, when you get time, check out linebacker. Oh boy, that's a name right there. Tua CV Nomura.
That's mine.
Oh, he also.
Yeah.
My boy got to do.
I'll tell you one thing. With a name like that, you can't move him.
Right. And
now, like them Usos, you can't move them, man.
But he's doing the haka before every game right now.
Hey, I don't mind doing the haka like in the dome. Do y'all mind?
No.
In the Benz?
I love it.
Man, look, bro, let me tell you something. If I was ever play football anywhere like in Southern California and they do the haka before a game, do you know how amped up I'd be before that shit?
Not if I'm going against them.
Dude,
my pro team used to do it every game because I had some more than the team.
That shit right there, that shit will get you amped as fuck. I get damn amped up when I see the All Blacks do it in a rugby match.
Oh, he trained
right.
I be ready to damn run through a wall.
This kid played at USC first before he went to Fresno.
Yeah,
but that makes sense. All them kids go to USC.
That means they flunked out.
Damn.
No. Wait, Cole, hold on. USC, damn. Okay. USC is not UCLA in terms of academics.
He must lost. Yeah.
So he said that he went from USC to UCLA. Well, okay, so this guy's talking about Tremaine Freeman's talking about Chris Paul Jr. I think okay, so
he disappointed me this year in the combine. I thought he was going to run faster. He was like 4'8", dude.
Shit, maybe he could have played basketball.
I don't know, man. Like maybe
maybe a game time guy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, cause look at Xavier Restrepo. Dude ran like the dude from Miami. He ran like a 4.8. He's a wide receiver, and he ran like a 4.8. Now, would that stop you when you turn on the game tape? The dude gets open in the slot. He gets completely. There's nobody in the vicinity of him. So what you see on the 40 and what you see on game tape, what are you trusting?
Game tape.
Thank you. So why am I even see? Why would I look at like Tyreek Williams? I don't understand why guys like over 300 and something pounds need to run the 40. Why are you running 40 yards down the field, sir?
Exactly. You ain't.
There's no defensive
line. Not even go 5 yards down the damn field.
That's what I'm saying.
At least run a 10. Run a 10. That's what I look at the 10. I do.
That 40 shit irrelevant as fuck though, man.
But I look at the 10. I look at the 10 split anyway when I look at the big guy.
That's what I'm right. Exactly.
Dude,
like why not just do?
It's so irrelevant, man. You remember everybody went all goddamn bananas over John Ross when he ran the damn 40, and what the hell did he do?
He had bad knees from the beginning.
Thank you.
But that's what happens when you run that fast. You will break down.
Brother, this guy stinks.
Now, I would say this. For a wide receiver, I get it. I get it for in terms of the 40 time. For a DB, I get it. For a linebacker, I get it. But if you're in the trenches, I don't understand why offensive linemen got to do it and defensive linemen got to do it. Like, why?
Right. But what? You ain't gonna do nothing but get flagged for an ineligible man downfield.
There it is. Exactly. They exactly blue jacket.
Flag.
10 yard split. Just do the 10-yard split. That's it.
He definitely excite me.
Who? Chris Paul?
No, that guy we just talking about. The Samoan guy.
Oh, him. But did you see Teddy's tape?
No, I haven't looked at. Let me look at Teddy.
Yeah, look at his tape. Like he'll come downhill, and he won't whiff. That's our problem as a team too. We come downhill and we whiff.
Wee! Yes, they do, bro.
Like how many times, like you see a guy in the backfield dead to right, and they can't make the well a certain somebody. I ain't gonna talk smack about him. I ain't gonna try to knock him though. But Grady Jarrett with his short arms can bring guys down after a certain while. As you get older, he does. Now here's the thing. Now Aaron Donald didn't have very long arms either.
Mm-hmm. And his arm was long. Yeah. Aaron had long arms.
Really?
Let me see Aaron Donald's arm length.
Like his arm length compared to Grady's arm had at least been like 30 some inches. Like it could have been
like 32. Like 32.
32? I think you're being generous. I think you're being generous with that.
Damn it, man.
Yeah. Let's see what Jerome said. That's why Mike Green Pro Day is going to rise his stock. That dude exactly. Shuttle and 10-yard split. We're in DB territory. He is 252 pounds. Yes. That's why you might have to look at maybe life without Mike Green.
His arm was short.
Who's? Aaron?
32, 5'8". That's kind of short.
Who?
Aaron Donald.
Well, Aaron was only like 6 feet tall. So maybe that's pretty decent for someone like of his
I mean, shit. Hey, wasn't Elvis Dumerville short as shit and he got the job done?
That's true.
Elvis
but Elvis was also on the edge. Like Aaron was like kind of like basically like
everywhere.
Right. Yeah, but Elvis more so just like on the edge a lot. Same with Dwight Freeney. Dwight Freeney's arms were short.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
Grady, I think Grady was bigger.
His arm length?
I think so. Let me see.
That's crazy.
What, coach?
Let me see.
I gotta hear this, man, because this is crazy.
About the same.
What, about 31?
Yeah, he was 32, 3'8". A little shorter.
That's crazy. Okay, so Falcons for life said I will take Will at 15 if he drops. Will Johnson. Will.
Now Darryl show had Will Smith.
You would take okay, so Falcons for life. Okay. Let me give you a scenario here. So Will Johnson starts to fall, which could happen, right? Will Johnson starts to fall. Obviously, he's a plug and play week 1.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you putting at your nickel? I have an idea of who you're gonna put, but who would you put at your nickel? Yeah, right, like Lab said this is like who plays nickel.
He's not saying they're gonna pick a cornerback.
Yeah, I'm good at Joe Claude Phillips.
Yeah, hey, I like him too. Ghost Peppers. I like Danny Stutzman too. He's just a guy that gets ish done.
He covers good too, though.
He does.
He's not a bad cover.
Yeah,
and
my thing is you just signed Mike Hughes. So
right.
That's my thing right there. If they did not sign Mike Hughes,
then Will Johnson be a draft target.
Getting drafted because they signed Mike Hughes and so on and so on.
But sometimes you could stack strength on strength. Like look what Philly did. They double dipped that DB.
They did.
I mean, but then again, then we double dip at quarterback when we signed Kirk Cousins and that guy got Michael Penix. You never know what the hell they're gonna do.
You never know. Mm-hmm. But something like when you see a guy with that kind of talent, like that's sitting there, it's like, okay, Mike Hughes, like this is a business.
Right.
I understand you wear number 21, but you ain't 21. Okay, I'm just saying.
Let me look at something. Let me look at the money.
Hell no. They need to go ahead and retire this damn number. Just be done with it. Retire it.
If you were to cut Mike Hughes.
Oh no, it's too late. It's too
No.
$3 yeah.
What if we drafted that Will Johnson guy, right?
Okay.
The money you're gonna save can be the salary for Will Johnson. So you really ain't losing it, but you still paying Mike Hughes.
But that would seem like we don't know what we're doing though. You know, because if we
can say the same thing about Kirk and Penix then.
No,
same thing to say now.
Now that I would understand for the simple fact, Coach, that you're trying to win now because they talked tough and was like, we're not going to pick in the 20. Now just imagine if they didn't draft Penix, where we would be right now.
Fuck. No stupid.
Fucked up. That's where we'll be. Fucked up. Boy, we'll be up shit creek without a paddle, boy.
Exactly. No, hold on. I'm gonna say something. Y'all gonna be mad. Then at 15, if we didn't draft Mike Pitt, y'all be looking at Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart. Yes.
That's who you be looking
at. No. Oh, sorry. Jalen Milroe, because they want somebody because he's black.
Oh my Lord.
They would have wanted Jalen Milroe.
Well, he is from Mississippi, so it's almost like
it's about baby hand Milroe.
Jackson Dart's almost like being black. He's from Mississippi.
So what that mean?
78% of people in Mississippi are black.
Now pause that, Ocho.
So Hakeem said, "Get Will Johnson and put Mike."
No,
Hughes.
Mike Hughes cannot play. He can't play the slot. No.
The reason why Mike Hughes has had a resurgence in his career is because Jerry put him back at the boundary where he should be. Well, he's a boundary corner.
Don't put him in the slot. He'd be fucked.
Clark is a boundary corner that can play in space. He could play the nickel. He can't. But yeah,
well,
looking
Clark
like
made his money in college from playing in the slot his senior year.
But he can play the boundary too.
Yeah, he can.
But he's not. It wouldn't be a bad. It wouldn't be it would be a smooth transition to shift him into. Bless you. To shift him into the. Michael said we be praying Will Howard fell to us.
I've done several. I do a lot of mocks, right? Like it's just a mock. I notice in more teams now. Since this combine have happened, they're looking at linemen now.
Who?
These different teams are looking at offensive linemen for their teams because a lot of these guys need that protection.
They do. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Like Matt Millen, the wide receiver, he's starting to fall now.
Oh, Ted?
Yeah.
That's good. Let him go to a good situation.
At one point he was early, especially early before the what's called.
They had him as high as going to New England.
Yes,
I've seen some mocks.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, who's the top receiver in the draft this year, though?
He is.
It's Ted.
It's Ted Luther Burden?
Yeah.
Look. Well, it's probably because I haven't seen much of him. But
Luther Burden is a burden.
SEC guy.
Luther Burden is a burden. So he can't
I'll wait with Luther Burden.
He can't stay healthy.
Well, there's a lot of them like that in this draft that can't stay healthy. Exactly. But you got guys like even a guy from Stanford, Alec. God, his name is
the one that torched your boy.
Yes, yes, from Stanford. He's another good one. Xavier from Miami. Honestly, I can see Tennessee going Cam Ward, and then drafting Xavier Restrepo from Miami. Like later on, and getting Elijah Arroyo. Get that whole Miami team over there.
How about the Miami? So they basically gonna be the Tennessee Hurricanes, huh?
They'll be the Tennessee. I'll be just like what's called.
What
they did up in what's the damn town up here? Cincinnati. Did what they did from LSU.
Get the guys that you're familiar with. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
Burrow and Chase.
Because you got Arroyo and you got Restrepo, and Restrepo ran just slow enough, and then guess what? As soon as he goes there, right, he'll fall right out of maybe like the 5th, 6th round, so he'll be straight. Jerome said Kirk is going to Pittsburgh. I still think he's going to Cleveland, but this goes to my next question here.
No, Pittsburgh I believe got a quarterback already.
Hell no.
They have they traded Kenny Pickett away. They traded Pickett and they
Mason Rudolph. That's it.
That might be it. I think.
I just seen. I thought they
didn't
sign nobody.
Wait. No, they haven't. No. So I
That's
seen
right,
one mock that had us getting the tight end from Michigan at fit. No. Don't believe that. I know that probably pissed you off a shit. Like don't believe that. But he said that wide receiver
Otis. Ain't no
that wide receiver y'all talking about said he don't like to watch film. Well,
Ooh.
He ain't gonna be on our team. I think unless you talk about like Restrepo.
What is this boy doing?
Well, first of all, okay, here's the thing. Falcon for life. Tez Johnson, he ain't gonna look 160-pound wide receiver.
Don't want him.
Look. Darnell Mooney is already skinny at 173. We don't need anybody lighter than that. It's a shame that our kicker is going to be like, anyway.
Don't too much on the kicker, man.
They're heavier than you.
Yeah.
What you say, Coach?
Don't be talking about Lenny. You know
no. I ain't talking about Lenny Das Boot. That's his middle name. Das Boot.
Correct.
Is that how you say it in German? Das
He's
Boot?
211, man. How kicking 211?
Hold on, wait a minute, man.
Like I say, if your son name is Lenny, 9 out of 10 times you're black.
Coach, did you ever spend time in Germany?
Yeah, I have.
How they say that thing, man? Is it Das Boot?
Das
Boot? Das Boot. Yes, Das Boot. That's let me see. Oh yeah, it's true. Jerome said the fact that Mike Green looks like CJ Stroud on a thumbnail picture makes me want to pass. It's giving simp vibes. He does look like CJ Stroud.
Let me see. Y'all got this. You don't like CJ Stroud.
He does. No, he does. He does look like CJ Stroud.
Y'all got me.
I think in the thumbnail, the one that Maggie put up, I think it's he looks like CJ. I thought that was CJ Stroud for a minute. Twins.
Damn it, man.
Twins. D. Coleman said no German Lenny slander will be tolerated.
ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Ain't no.
I just wanted to go.
What's his name? Craig? Lenny Craig, right?
Lenny Craig.
Yeah.
Isn't his last name War? That means war, like in German, right? Craig?
I don't know what that shit means.
Coach, you spent some time there.
I don't know what the hell that shit means. I don't speak German.
Coach said, "Give me a Heineken." That's what I know. That's it, man.
That's all it is.
Why no Heineken? I tell you that, man.
No, Heineken tastes nasty, man.
No,
Not
it
too
don't.
much.
It don't
What
taste
you mean?
bad.
What you mean?
Put some lemon and salt with that motherfucker. You won't never know the difference.
Anybody trying to make no cocktail out? There
That
it is.
look like CJ Stroud. That don't look like no CJ Stroud. That man look like I'm happy. I look happy. See,
Listen.
you know what? Yeah, something. He don't got somebody all bothered and everything. So I love you and got what he want from him. Then they say, well, yeah, you raped me. That's or whatever the hell they called him doing. That's all it was. Those are those pretty light-skinned boys begin. They get in trouble all the time.
Yeah, you see, like put that picture back up there, Coach. You see them slashes in his eyebrows? Does this guy look like he can rush the passer in Atlanta?
Man, what in the B2K is
Yeah, hey, he'll fit perfectly midtown. Hey, look, hold on. He'll be okay in midtown.
Even to play football, they go on the Millennium Tour after the game.
No, the eyebrow like that, that's that midtown eyebrow.
Oh,
no,
don't do that, Coach.
No.
He gonna fit right.
No.
Now pause that, Ocho.
Right.
He said, Ray Fitty said he looked like Kyler Murray.
Big ass.
A little bit. Now I can say that.
No, Kyler looks special. Kyler Murray looks special. Okay. If you know, you know. I ain't going no further than that. I ain't trying to get canceled. Okay.
P3 Mike Green. Damn.
I like that guy too, Tremaine. Raven, stop making noise.
Little Ray said, hey, daddy.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
I'm like, we about to be Maggie about to upload this to Spotify, and she come over here making that noise. Somebody gonna think their radio messing up in their car.
Oh, yeah,
Look at Ghostbusters. Don't judge the book by its cover.
We said we could Tremaine said we could get a center in the later round like Seth McLaughlin, Jonah Monheim.
We ain't getting no center, y'all.
Yes, we are. Don't do that, Coach.
I'm tell you why. Think about that.
Oh Lord.
Great job, Coach. Hey, look, I just learned when Coach speak. Listen,
I said yesterday, right? News ain't going nowhere. News is on the team. Y'all got to remember, he's on the team.
Right.
We ain't got to do anything. He's already going to get paid if nobody don't pick him up. And they have to do it before the draft. So, okay. If he gets picked up, we may go get another free agent somewhere. Y'all got to think about it. Javon Gwynn has been training for 2 years to be a center.
He stinks.
We don't know.
Hold on, Maggie. What the hell you just said? What you just said?
He stinks. Coach knows it.
He's still on the team.
That don't mean shit.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Now, Coach, I would okay.
Show.
Now let me.
This is Madness show. You doing the correct? I ain't doing no draft today.
I might want to try one again. I might want to try one again.
I'm ready for one.
Okay, man. So let me go back. Let me go back and I'll disagree with you on this fact, Coach.
This coffee is
good. You okay, so we already know Atlanta was in Ohio for the Ohio State Pro Day, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They wasn't just looking at JT, the Uso.
Gotcha.
And it wasn't looking at Blackberry's boy, Jack Sawyer. They was also looking at They was also looking at Seth McLaughlin.
Yes, center. Yes.
Now, have you seen his tape?
You can get him in that second round. You can.
Now, okay, you can get him in the second, but if he's not there, I think Jared Wilson could still be in the third.
I don't think so.
Because I don't think there's going to be a run on centers like that.
At 118, he won't be there.
Okay. So how about this? Because I seen Seth McLaughlin, right?
Mm-hmm.
They pull him like the way they pulled Jason Kelsey.
Correct, though.
Like they don't use the guard, they use him. Like he's up at the second level. So can you imagine Bijan running behind something like that? With instead of a pulling guard, you have a pulling center.
There's a train a coming.
Yes.
Dude. Listen, I love to see centers pull. You don't see it a lot in the NFL.
Yeah, right. Because they're not athletes like that.
If a center can pull like that and just get to the next level, just spring you one little block.
That's it. It's over with.
That's all it needs.
Because Bijan only needs, he can make one guy miss.
Yeah, I think. Can I say that? Think about Saquon's run this year. That center's putting around, spring one block. Saquon's gone.
Saquon's gone. Yeah. He's basically not touched until he gets to the second level. Exactly. That's how it was like this whole year. So it can happen. Ghost Pepper said a diamond in the rough.
Kicking his goddamn self right now, boy. I know he is punching that.
Drew Kendall.
Diamond in the rough. Drew Kendall from Boston College.
He's okay. He's only.
We just want eggheads from Boston College. That's what it is. They're smart guys. They're a bunch of eggheads. Yeah. That's
they said egghead.
Eggheads, man. Look, we got two eggheads. We had Matt Ryan. Mm-hmm. We had Chris Lindstrom. He an egghead. That's why he the best in the league. And then guess what? We might have another one coming.
I think you know what? I think it'd be a good thing for Drew Kendall to come here because he does have Chris next to him. I think it'd be a good thing.
Oh, you think did they play together? I don't think they played together.
Unless Drew Kendall was a red shirt or something.
But okay, so my question is, I want an athlete, coach. I like Noozle. It's fine, and that's the familiarity with it.
Not in the run game though.
But Noozle is more physical than Dahlman was. I'll give him that. He had attitude with that as well. And his play strength is a lot better than Dahlman's too. Right. Like in my opinion, from what I saw, like Noozle had more of an anchor.
I didn't like Noozle's run game. I think Drew was a better run blocker than Noozle is. Because
Dahlman was a zone guy. He's a zone scheme guy. So, okay. So what if Is Jared Wilson like he's his own guy?
Yeah, he's his own guy, but he's physical too. He's
right. So you can use the same kind of concepts, with him as well.
Correct.
I think we have to address that. I know Jerome been he's been pushing for this guy here. Jake Majors is a center. We don't get Wilson. Kid makes all the line calls.
Guy from Texas.
Yeah. Well, I know Bijan will like that.
I see your booty again, Jake.
Oh boy. Okay, so my question is like, I know the people like people have like the familiarity, right? But now we have Penix. It's his team, right? And we talk about like leadership, and we're gonna go now. We're gonna talk about it right now, like the leadership, right? Now, when you talk about a center and talk about identifying a call, see, Chris can't do it. Bergeron can't do it. Jay can't do it. Caleb for sure ain't doing it.
He may be the smartest one out there. He went to UW.
Who?
Caleb.
No.
Hospitals and doctors, maybe.
He ain't. He has axes and pitchforks. That's what he likes to do. That's what he does.
He's a veterinarian.
He's a Viking, coach.
He's a veterinarian.
He ain't no vet. He's
a veterinarian. He's a veterinarian.
Look, just because your degree says that, don't mean you are it, coach.
He had cows and stuff. Makes him a veterinarian. All right. Anyway.
So coach, would you want to have like I know, like I said, we got Noozle. Now, let's just say that you draft a center. Would you want a center to grow with Penix, or would you just rather have somebody just have this like the best guy?
Now pause that, Ocho.
That's a 2-part question. Knowing the guy come in and do his job, I would like the growing together would be great. However, do no more than I know when it comes down to the line scheme. You got to see where that blitz coming. So you got to be able to, okay, he's coming here. Because sometimes quarterbacks do miss it.
They do.
So,
I mean, you think we're going to be operating a lot more out of the pistol? So maybe he could see it?
I think he's going to be going more to the shotgun.
Really? Wow.
I think so. That's time.
Well, we saw Kirk couldn't handle the pistol anyway. So I mean,
Kirk couldn't damn move. That something had concrete feet.
Look, Kirk couldn't handle under the center.
I know, right?
He couldn't do it at center. He couldn't do it in the pistol. I mean, shotgun was the only thing he could handle.
And I don't know why they didn't stay there. I don't know why they didn't stay there. I don't know.
Because like this offense is not tailored for him.
Shit,
the dude had to literally rewrite his entire offensive scheme, like for Kirk Cousins.
I tell you for this shit, man. I think that offense really catered more to Michael Penix Jr. than it was for Kirk Cousins.
Well, we know that, but only thing different about the offense changing going to the shotgun is it's not good for the run game. The pistol is perfect. With Bijan, the pistol is perfect.
He can see it.
Yes.
Yeah. He could see it before it happened. Yeah. And he has really good vision. Now, okay. So going back, but going back to what I was saying before, like with Jalen Carter, right? Like I said, we missed out on him. He's won a Super Bowl. He's going to be in playoff contention for the next at least like 2 to 3 years. Would you, when he becomes a free agent, because at that time Penix will still be under a rookie deal.
He's in his peak deal.
Okay. Yeah, he'll be just hitting his prime at that point. So you still have Penix under his rookie deal. You'll probably you'll have Drake locked up. You have Bijan locked up. So you got your triplets now. You're relatively young on defense, and you have a lot of cap space at that point too. In about another 3 years, you bring Jalen home.
I mean, depending on how he adapted to the damn shit, because you know he
Philly
was
has
drafted.
Depending what Philly has done.
Yeah,
they do like this. One thing I'm gonna give Philly, they do resign their D linemen. That's something they have done in the past.
Now, could they do it? Because they're gonna have a lot of guys that's up. Like I said, Cooper DeJean is gonna be up. Quinyon Mitchell might be up around that time. You still got, I think they locked up Jordan Davis. You got Nolan Smith. You can get one of those Georgia guys to come back. You got Nolan, and then you got Nakobe. So
yeah, Nakobe and
they will release Nakobe before they will let Nakobe go before all the rest of them go.
Well,
I think because they got Zach Bond now, so
that's why. So Nakobe right now he's expendable. I hate to say that he's very expendable right now.
I wouldn't mind taking a shot on Nakobe Dean.
I don't want him because he can't stay healthy.
Don't do that, Coach.
That's the knock against him too. It's like he can't stay healthy. But okay, so what about another Georgia linebacker? How do you feel about Channing Tindall?
We brought him in last year. Y'all remember we brought him in last year, I think what it was, right?
Did we?
I think we did. He didn't clear the squad. So yeah, I think we brought with the Tindall. It was another one of the Georgia linebackers we brought in late last year.
Really? Oh
yeah.
God, I don't know how that slipped past me.
Because
but we did break them in last year.
JB said like no. He said no to that question. We just need to draft well.
I agree. Just draft well.
Now, do you guys believe somewhere along the line there's another guy like that out there? Like that? I don't know.
Jalen?
Like Jalen. Now he might be a little bit. He might be more mature in the next 5 years. That's what I'm saying. Like he might be more mature in the next 5 years.
Yeah,
he's on a team with a strong locker room presence. He won his Super Bowls and whatnot. Most guys, what they want to do after they've done that, they want to play for their hometown team. So I'm not saying it could happen. I'm just putting a scenario out there.
It took Leonard 9 years to get back home.
Nolan Smith is not from Atlanta.
He's from Savannah.
Yeah, he's from Savannah. He's from the Pope.
He's from Georgia.
Baby.
He's still from Georgia.
Yeah, right.
We said Milton Williams just got $100 million. Was it Jalen?
Yeah, no, of course.
But see, here's the thing though. Like that's why I said like a lot of GMs are not bright. They gave that man that money to keep him from Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
No. Wait. Yeah, because he's in New England right now, right? Yeah. Because he was getting ready to sign on a dotted line, and New England was like, whoa.
No, Milton Williams.
We'll give you. No, Milton's in New England now. I think New England overpaid for him. I think.
Well, okay, right. He was that's right.
That's right. Yeah, like he was supposed to come to Carolina. He was supposed to come to Carolina, and then at the last moment, they gave him. Okay,
but that's Vrabel. That's Vrabel. That's what he wants that player, I guess.
She's not here.
Yep.
Yeah, so
where did she go?
Sit down.
I still say fuck New England because they gave Gerard Mayo the raw end of the deal.
She went out.
He was terrible. He was terrible. That was you know what? That okay.
1 year coach.
Look at it a year later. That was like we gotta put somebody in here because we don't know. They was waiting on Brave. They know Brave was gonna get fired eventually. They knew it. They knew it. He was gonna be there anyway.
Where he went?
He's taking care of something.
Oh, I thought you were laughing like, oh, damn, my boy cracked up.
He said, "What happened?" He said, "What happened to Jordan Davis?" Did they just extended Jordan Davis, right?
He just extended him. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now it's going to be probably Nolan to be probably next. Nolan and Jalen probably be next.
Hey, coach, ain't Lewis seen in Philadelphia too?
He's there now.
Oh yeah, he's there.
They got Keely Ringo there. Now
he can't see the field.
Can't see it. Now I got a question for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
This is just overthinking.
Yeah.
Did they just let Johnson? What's that kid name who they let go? The safety there.
CJ Garner Johnson.
Yeah.
What do y'all think? What do y'all think about this? I can see Philadelphia doing this. Trading up to the top 10, giving up who knows what the hell they give up to get Malachi.
I see that happening, and that's what scares me. Because guess what?
Scared to pull that trigger, boy.
Because coach, they got 10 picks. They got 10 draft picks, but so does. Oh my God! And that's the problem.
I've been thinking about that for a while, but I mentioned it before. But it's like I can see that happening.
But who's to say that they don't do that? Maybe with a jihad, and they could wait on a Malachi. Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't have to overreach.
Isn't a jihad the same as a Braun almost?
Well, I'm just saying that because N'Kobe to put somebody next to Zach Bond.
Say the same as who, coach?
Zach Bond.
Oh, I thought you said LeBron. I was what the
yeah, LeBron. Yeah.
Or maybe instead of going for Malachi, maybe they go for Jalen Walker.
That ain't safe.
It ain't safe. It ain't safe for nobody.
Philly trying to do a repeat.
Right. So this like trade up and get a dog.
You know, I was looking at the MVP voting this year. Saquon deserved MVP this year.
He should have got it. He should have got it.
Hell yeah.
But you already know it's biased. It's biased. It is what it is.
But anyway.
But Coach, I got a question for you though. Speaking of which, I have a question right here for those teams like at the bottom that got 10 plus picks, i.e., your Cleveland's, your Philadelphia Eagles. Would you do business with them and trade out of the first round for an early day 2 pick? Cleveland has the 33rd pick. What if they wanted to trade back up into the first round after taking Abdul Carter?
I'm going to take their draws.
Oh! Wait a minute.
I'm going to take all that shit. All of it.
Whoa.
Now pause that,
If they want to trade back to the first, look at that,
Now pause that, Ocho.
Yo, what's up, J-Rod? He said, I want green stars.
Nah, that ain't my boy, not the tribal chief.
That's the flying Hawaiian right there, man.
It's a lot, though, man.
Nick Eman or Campbell.
They come. I won't do it with Philly, though.
You wouldn't deal with Philly? Philly got enough picks.
But Philly, they're gonna try to get Malachi. They trying to win another championship. We don't want them to win. Shit.
I think they're gonna want Jalen, man. Because remember they let who did they let go? Was it not Bryce? Who's on a trade block with them right now? They trying to the edge Philly. Who's on that trade block right now? It's the edge, but he can't see the field right now.
Hold on, let me see.
It's not. Is it Huff or is it
They have yeah, Bryce Huff.
Bryce Huff, yeah. So again, what I'm asking is this to say that they trade
up Aziz Ojulari too. So they're kind of
another Georgia guy. There's another Georgia guy.
The fucking shame.
The Philadelphia Bulldog, I'm telling you.
So who's to say with a guy like Vic Fangio to look at a guy like Jalen Walker and say I can move that guy anywhere over the field and just create pressure? That's all I want you to do. I don't want you to drop into coverage because I know you're not good at that. But what I can tell you to do is just go get the quarterback. The same thing you did in Georgia. That's all I want you to do.
Him and Nolan Smith on the outside linebacker. Oh my.
Yes, and then you have Aziz. You can have Aziz on the edge. You got Jalen and Jordan.
They got a Jalen Hunt too.
You got who?
Jalen Hunt.
Oh Lord,
Jesus Christ!
They got some. Philadelphia is stacked, bro.
For the long haul, man.
Ooh, man.
For the long haul,
they're gonna be a problem for a long time.
And the problem is,
look at their depth. They are stacked.
They are stacked. Like D. Coleman said, could you imagine the response if we trade back with Philly just for them to get another dog? Oh man,
what that burn sit down.
Now, okay, it depends on which dog, because I know who you think is more popular right now in terms of who they want in a Falcons uniform, Jalen or Malachi?
I'd probably say Jalen Walker.
Jalen,
I say
you agree?
You know that everybody wants pass rush.
But you can get a okay, and
there's
on that
better
note,
pass rushes in the draft than Jalen.
Yeah. But you know how some Falcon fan mindsets is. They stuck on this, man, we don't ever draft no damn Georgia Bulldog. You know how they is. Soon as some shit go left, they ready to damn fuck up some shit. They ready to crash out.
But you can get So you're saying okay? So yeah, Dre Murphy said it's kind of split. It looks like it's split.
It's either him or Michael.
Some people are saying Stark. Ain't nobody saying Michael.
I like Michael over both of those guys myself.
Do you?
I do.
Now, do you?
The Georgia guy.
Do you have him here just playing the 4-eye?
Yes, that's it.
So
only thing bad about that is we always say we already got Harrison, which is the same position, and you also have you just brought Morgan Fox in, so playing time
it's kind of
be very limited for him. So that's why I won't take him because of that, because of those two guys there. But
now let me ask you. You got Michael, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shamar Stewart. On upside, like who would you take if they're both and you have to draft one?
Stewart.
I agree. Yeah. On just upside. It's just on upside. On upside.
Yes.
Yeah. Just because he's like an athletic freak. That's just what he is. Outside of all that, like he just It's the same thing like with Nick Imaniori. Like why so many people like him over Malachi is because like he's
gonna be a linebacker. He's not gonna be a safety. He's gonna be a linebacker.
Okay.
He's too big to be a safety.
He's what, 230?
He's a linebacker. Exactly. Right.
Yeah, Dan said that hip movement like a video game. Yeah. He said Stewart.
Yeah, Stewart
different, man.
Yeah, he is.
That dude different. But so is Jalen Walker. He's like this guy's just like just athletes.
But Jalen Walker will play the same role as what a
Devin White.
No. He be doing what Ellis does.
Right. And I think that's what Ellis is going to be this year.
I hope so.
I think Divine Diablo is probably going to be our Mike, our natural Mike.
Yes, exactly.
And I think they're going to move Caden into what he naturally does best. Is like
right behind Ellis.
He said Stewart is the Troy Anderson of the edges in his draft. That's funny.
It's interesting, man. The Falcons got some work to do. They have to get this draft right. They have to get this draft right.
No pressure. No pressure.
Oh my god.
So when you talk about like leaders, like we'll talk about this real quick. When you talk about like leaders on this team, I heard what you was talking about yesterday with the Pamela Johnson.
Miss PJ.
Some people are saying MP9. MP9 seems
be the team leader.
And I think he's going to be they're going to vote him like you're leading us. You're the quarterback.
He's going to be a captain. He better be the captain.
You have to. He better be. But coach, I think some people said Drake in terms of vocal leading.
Yeah.
Like Drake is that guy.
Drake's going to be that guy on the offensive side when they go in that huddle. Let's go. Rah. There.
He seems like that guy. Yeah, he seems that guy. Yeah. Like Darnell is very soft-spoken. Mm-hmm. And he's a lead by example. We got a lot of guys that lead by example.
Darnell Mooney pretty much is like a fart on the offensive line. Silent but deadly.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, he quiet.
But no,
but like I said, boy, don't fuck around with him.
I think Drake shows by example because he is so into the game when he gets in the game.
He's a gamer.
He's very emotional. He's going to show you how he's feeling, so that can hype people up, especially when he's doing something great. But
so the definition of a leader, though, coach, is like someone that commands respect.
Exactly.
So who is on that offense that commands respect?
That quarterback,
Lindstrom, Jake.
But they're quiet guys. They're not talkers.
Right. So who would be that guy?
Mike.
It's not Bijan.
It's gonna have to be either Drake or Michael Penix.
It's gonna be Mike Penix. Because if you see what he did in Washington, he had that team. He had that offensive guys. All attention here. So he demands that respect and he demands control of that team.
Jermaine said Drake is a crash out at any time. Now, okay, so I want everybody to sit back and think for a second. Okay. Now, when we had Ice was the vocal leader and the emotional leader. It wasn't Julio. It wasn't Julio. Now, was Mike Vick the leader of that team offensively?
No.
When Mike Vick was here, was he? Coach says no.
He was a spark plug, but he wasn't.
A spark plug. So who was it? Was it Work Done?
Probably. He was a little quiet too, though. I don't know.
Was it Brian Finneran?
Let me go back. Let me go and look at that roster. It could have been an offensive 2014 coach.
But that's why I said what I said. Like, because it could be your offensive lineman. It could have been Bob Whitfield, somebody that commanded respect.
It probably was Bob Whitfield because everybody was scared of him.
It
probably was Bob Whitfield. They said you didn't mess with Big Bob, but Bob would kill you.
Here we go.
I'm looking at it right here. Got Keenan Ford and Roberto Garza, Steve Herndon, Austin King, Todd McClure, Kevin.
Oh yeah, Mud Duck. Mud Duck was another one.
He was the leader.
Yeah.
Todd Weiner.
Yeah. And we talk about just offense.
Yeah, that was the offensive line, the 2014.
I still think it's Bob. I think it
was Bob too.
He said, y'all think Dan the Man said y'all think Dan Jackson gets drafted or falls to UDFA?
Hey, look.
I think UDFA. If he wasn't invited to the combine, they sleeping on him. But
I would not mind seeing Dan Jackson in an Atlanta Falcons.
Dan Jackson had a good pro day though.
Now, can he be okay? So my thing with Dan Jackson, it seems like he's a fan. He seems like he's a fan favorite. Let him come in and be our Pat Tillman.
Special team. He held on special teams though.
I like the way you think there, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like if he's like one of those guys that could come in and spell maybe like a Malachi, one dog for another.
I think he could be one of those guys. He'll come in and make a play for you when you least expect it. Yeah. Well, when you really need it.
That's Pat Tillman.
Hey,
that's Pat Tillman right there.
He's a special team guy too. He's a good special.
Sign me up.
Yeah, and that's why I said like maybe you could take him
to the Falcons, y'all. He's not coming to the Falcons.
Oh yeah, he's going to Philadelphia. That's right. That's what I forgot. My bad. He's going to Philadelphia.
He's going to
New Athens.
Pittsburgh.
Nah,
he ain't going to no Pittsburgh, coach.
They might lead the white boy with us.
He gonna be Philadelphia love white DBs.
Just because they draft, that's because they got Blankenship and Jazeen.
They love him.
Come on, coach.
I'm
let me see. Michael said like he'll be like a depth piece behind Bates.
No, he's not gonna.
He's like a box guy though. He's
a box safety.
Close to the line of scrimmage. But then that's DeMarco Helms.
If he on the team,
now don't do that, coach.
He was not drafted by this regime, guy.
Coach, but we need somebody that can run straight fast, like your boy D'Angelo Malone.
He may not be here either. I'm just saying.
He said, okay, we got another question from Dan the Man. He said, Drake is good, but are we going to pay him? Yes, and yes. That is my opinion that you have to pay him before the end of the year. Man. Please pay him before the end of the year.
Hey,
pay him before the season starts. Shit.
Let me tell you something. I don't mean to get off subject, but it's a strong possibility that the Atlanta Braves might start the season off 0-6.
Listen, this is not the time for that.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's a strong possibility we might start 0-6.
I don't care.
There's 156 more games left, man.
That's what's out of
I just never seen it. It's just something new. We could start the season off 0-6.
It won't be the first time.
It'll be the first time me because I ain't never seen it.
You had to have.
Listen, back to the look. I'm about to do a mock draft real quick. Drake is a must pay. Yeah, he's a must pay. Yeah, you got to pay him. And then right after him, you got Kyle, Bijan. And then you got Bijan. Now Bijan, if you want to have him play on that 5th year option. But Kyle is up.
I think Kyle Pitt gonna let it be one more year. He's gonna be out of there
right now. This is a proof year for Kyle. He has to prove himself.
You see how they hanging out though. You see how they hanging out, coach, right?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Him and Mike. So he might be his favorite target. You never know.
He may be getting marital advice. Oh, Cal, no, never mind. Cal just No, Cal broke up with his girlfriend, I heard.
Now,
Y'all know
Paul,
that
did?
I found that out. He broke up with his girlfriend last year during the season. I didn't know that.
Wait, but he has a
He has a
team when he has a
child
baby by?
Yeah.
That's why he was struggling.
Child support been terrible. God damn.
I just found that out. I didn't know that.
Listen, look,
I'm
Scotty,
paying the system for this shit.
Scotty, we can't let that man play on his 5th-year option. We're
you
playing
can't.
dangerous
You can't.
ground, man. Cincinnati played that same thing too.
Now they're paying $40 million a year. Now they're paying $40 million a year.
Look at what the DBs are getting right now. AJ Terrell's contract looks better and better. The fact that we took care of him when we did.
Yep.
Like I promise you, like it looks better. It looks better and better. So I'm ready, Coach. Whenever you are.
Okay, let me get it up here.
Get rid of her before you.
Huh?
Big break.
Jerome, this is not Jerome Bolden. Okay,
Jerome
this is
Bolden.
Let me put it in here.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
that is
Matthew
Deion Sanders, man. Come on. Man.
Yeah, Bergeron's going to get he's going to get paid. He's got to get paid.
Going to the draft board, y'all. Do.
All right. Can you see that, man?
Yeah, it's loud and clear, brother. Okay. Now, before I start, I'm trading Kirk to Cleveland, man.
I'm in the draft. We can do it when it gets out.
Okay.
7 rounds.
Hold on, Coach. I gotta give you the damn draft sign, man.
Huh?
I gotta give you the draft sign before it come on.
Huh? I'm waiting on you.
I gotta give you the draft sign, Coach.
Oh yeah, Pittsburgh is getting desperate, man.
What they saying there?
No, it's a rumor that Pittsburgh might take a look at Kirk.
Shit, they ain't signed Aaron Rodgers yet.
If you think Kirk doesn't like it here, you think he won't want to deal with Arthur Smith? Okay. and the crash out crew?
Hey, hold on. It depends on how much money they're gonna give him. He's about that dollar bill, y'all.
Coach, yeah, that's right, Coach. He about that money.
But you think he wants it to be thrown to the crash out crew with Pickens and DK?
He may get beat up.
Man.
He may get beat up.
He might get beat up, man.
They gonna beat his ass.
What you doing, mother?
I know.
That is the best time to have a bidding war between two AFC North teams, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let the bidding begin. But the thing is, like, Cleveland got 10 picks, which is reason why I'm trading Kirk right now to the Cleveland Browns.
Right.
I'm doing it right now. Right now, yeah. Cleveland Browns. I want let me see if I can get 33 and 94.
That's all you want?
That's all I want. I'm gonna try to keep it as real as possible. I'm trying to play Madden here. I'm trying to play.
And we want their 5th next year.
Okay. We'll play with that. Okay.
Let's offer this trade. They're gonna say, hell yeah, brother Bob.
Trade accepted. All right, let's go.
You ready to start?
All right, let's start the draft.
Cam, Travis.
Hey, chat. Y'all happy now? I got rid of Kirk, man.
All right. Ooh, my Lord.
Wait a minute, Skip.
Look at the green guy. Look.
Yes, Raven, I see it.
That's a lot.
Wait a minute, Skip.
All right. Now I'm at a
crossover here, bro.
I'm at a crossroads right here. But here's the thing, though. I'm not exactly in a crossroads because I am going to take with my first pick. I'm bringing a dog.
Wait a minute, man.
I need a dog.
I gotta find this shit. Damn.
You want Dan Jackson?
What?
Don't do that.
Okay, let me see. Let me look at the trades before I
Want to look at the trade first?
Yeah. Who's offering me anything?
Houston 25 and the Raiders 37.
Now go back to draft a player. Malachi is number 19. ADP.
No, Malachi is
Malachi is like they got it's like 19 like with average, so they got him pretty much where Tampa might be where Denver is, but let me get Malachi.
Whoa, that's loud. Malachi. Yep. Malachi is off the board.
All right. Let me know we made the next pick.
Mike
Green went to Seattle.
Not surprising.
He gonna be smoking some weed there, boy. Ooh.
What? For real? Hold on.
Okay, so
whoa,
it's too loud. It's too loud.
That is loud.
Oh, I got to turn. turn down.
So for the 33rd pick, put the Jaguars on. I want to trade the
Still choosing trade thing. Tennessee at 35 again.
Tennessee at 35.
Buccaneers at 50. No, hell no. 54.
No, I ain't doing no business with them.
I ain't over there watching some damn 1960 shit, but I hear that music over there.
Oh, that's
turn it down, Raven.
Damn that girl.
I don't know what she watching.
That's that good music right there, but y'all know about that good music.
Right there. Cool.
Let me see, like who's on the board right now. I see it was Derek Harmon that's on the board.
Harmon,
you got
Nyght.
Demetrius Knight.
Is that better?
Yeah, got Tyleek, Jack. Okay, so it's kind of like a fall off right now. Trey Amos, got Hairston, Ravel. Still got Prince there.
You can probably get.
All right, let me go back up. Go back up to the first one.
Let
me see. Number 30. All right, I'm trading the 33rd pick to the Jacksonville Jaguars for Trayvon Walker.
You said,
I'm getting
I'm
getting $2 in one draft. Man.
I like the way you think, son.
You want to go to Jacksonville?
Jacksonville.
You want to trade that? You want to get a player?
I want to get a player.
So you want Trayvon Walker?
Trayvon Walker.
Oh, did I pass him?
I like the way you think, man.
Yeah. There it is. Trayvon Walker for the 33rd?
For the 33rd. Straight up.
Straight up?
Yeah, straight up.
I'm greedy. They want to get rid of him. They'll give up some. You want to give
I'm going about what they said. They said they want the 33rd. So let me see if I can exchange 33rd for the 36th and Trayvon Walker.
That ain't gonna work.
That ain't gonna work. Okay, so let's keep the 33rd.
But you can get their 88th.
Okay.
Maybe they're 70. Yeah, maybe
let's see if 70 to get their 70. Okay, that's fine. Okay, pull it.
They accept it.
There we go. Okay, y'all. Now I got two dogs now.
Yeah.
I got Trayvon Walker and I got Malachi Starks. Let's go. Next.
Ready?
Yeah.
This is for you, Night Rider. Go ahead. Come on.
Wait. Hold up.
And I'll pick at 46 next.
Here we go, y'all.
Okay. Coach itching to take everybody entire track. So Coach's favorite. You got Demetrius Knight, Landon Jackson fell. We got Mr. Law and Order SVU, Maxwell Harrison. Princely is still there. But I gotta factor in. Got JT is there. I'm just looking at like this BPA at this point.
Beverly available.
Yeah. You got Quinshon Judkins.
Wide receiver. Jamar there.
Oh, that's my guy, man. Let me get yeah. Oh, we got Darian Porter's there too? Oh my God.
A lot of people there.
There's a lot of people there. Kyle, that's your favorite, Kyle Kennard. Who would you guys in terms of? Let me see D-line. Let me see D-line before I pull the trigger real quick. Ooh. I could wait on Collins.
You get him in your next pick.
I can get it with my next. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go to center. What am I doing? What am I doing right now?
Damn, we ain't got no time limit.
Yeah, there we go. Jared Wilson.
Take Ratledge.
You can pick him your next pick too if you wanted to, but that's another story.
I don't want that. It's risky though. I don't know if he'll
take that chance.
Yeah, because McLaughlin is not there. Radledge is an absolute.
Lawson right there.
Oh, he is?
He won 6.
I'm still taking Jared Wilson.
Okay,
that's what I'm getting my guy. I'm getting my guys.
All right. Because I seen him more. I take Ratledge.
We don't need a guard though.
Yeah, our guards are set.
Yeah. There we go, y'all.
You got 6 people want that pick. You know, yesterday when what's going to do this draft yesterday, nobody wanted to trade for that 15 pick. That was very strange.
Yeah, nobody.
That's weird. That's weird.
Didn't Mike Green go like late? He go like
Mike Green went to Seattle. Like in this draft here.
Like,
yeah.
Wait a minute, what?
He said, Jay Murray said, Nyght Ryder acts like this is a real draft, talking about we ain't got no time limit.
I like that. We ain't got no time limit.
Okay, so
Alfred's right there.
Alfred's but you know my favorite is Shamar, man. I want one of those guys on that the A&M D line.
Hey, I was just curious.
I like Stewart. I actually like Stewart.
I like.
He's like 290 something. Right, 300.
Yeah. 300. Yeah. All right. So what I'm going to do is let me see running back. Oh no, we don't need a running back. My bad. Let me get a
running back, man.
Draft Shamar.
Who was that?
I'm drafting Shamar. Demetrius Knight went to the Cowboys. Ooh, good luck with that, boy. Good luck with that, boy. Who are you drafting? This is 94. You got Jalen Royals. Wyatt Millum is good. Oh, yo, why you falling, Tate? Why are you falling?
You know what, Matt? Tate Ratledge did have a knee injury.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I mean, if you draft him just off of depth,
like tears ACL or some shit, or he sprained his MCL.
It was his MCL.
If you get him just on like a depth piece, and then maybe when Jake retires, you slide over Bergeron to tackle position, and you slide in Tate right there. I mean,
I've got Tate Ratledge did have that knee injury.
I don't think they would draft a tackle before they put what's going on there. Bergeron
right, right, and they already addressed the offensive line, so it makes no point of going to like Willem or anybody like that. Yeah. Charles Grant, that's another one I like. I like Charles Grant.
I like Charles Grant too.
What Charles Grant?
I like Charles Grant.
He's a zone. He's a zone tackle.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the other Charles Grant that played for the.
No.
I actually know him. I actually know him really well.
Scroll down, Coach.
What position? Oh, you just want to?
No, just go on BPA. This BPA. I'm just looking at like who's here. Tez Johnson, somebody's favorite fellow.
There go Sebastian Castro.
I ain't draft nobody named Castro.
Don't do that.
Go Boston. There go Boston right there.
I like Boston.
He's a linebacker.
And I like. Oh my God, I like Dion is there too.
Isaiah Bond.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Isaiah Bond is there? Oh, yo, we got to pull a trigger, man. Pull a trigger, Coach.
Good pick.
Where am I at now? This is round 4. Okay.
118.
118 coming up. I already got my center. I got my edge. I like Peebles, man. But I've been waiting for this guy. I've been waiting for Jamari Caldwell, because that's the reason why a lot of those guys on that Oregon team was able to go off.
He's a short guy, but he's a man.
Yeah.
Whoa, here she comes.
340 pounds, man. That's a fire hydrant.
That's a bowling ball, bro. He's round.
Whoa, here he comes.
But remember I told you, Coach, like they put him up and down the line?
He's Grady height. Well, he's taller than Grady, but they say Grady 6'1". He ain't.
Grady ain't no 6'1".
He's round.
I'll do that.
This dude is round.
Let me get Jamari Caldwell. I'm drafting this dude, man. There's a reason why Birch and those other guys was able to get off in Harmon. What we got next? Number 218.
7 round.
I hope he's still there, man. I hope he's still there.
Teddy
Buchanan.
He'll be there. Nobody knows his name. He's like, well, everybody knows his name. Nobody knows his name.
Him downstairs.
Yeah. That's him.
Him downstairs.
Everybody take a bathroom break. It's taking forever for us to draft again.
I know, right?
Look at this.
Go ahead and make it some popcorn.
That's right.
Don't make it some popcorn.
Look at this.
It's that last day. There goes Zeke. Hey, there go Biggers right there. Biggers gone. That
hard ER, man.
That Biggers gone.
It's more than one.
Wow. Who drafted Brooks?
That Biggers gone.
Hey, we got a
Teddy's right there, bro.
Lachey from Iowa.
Wait,
that guy right there, Teddy.
You want Teddy?
Teddy Pendergrass.
Turn off the lights.
There's my guy, Teddy Buchanan. Yes, sir. He said, with 2 7-round picks, take 2 tackles, Carson Vincent. Okay.
Now, y'all gotta realize we already got an edge. We traded for an edge. So
remember, we traded for what's his name? Trayvon Walker.
Now. Another D tackle, Ty Robinson. Ty Robinson, man.
Now remember, I already got. I don't want a full D-line.
You got 2 minutes already.
Right, exactly. For who we got already, and then we already got Jamari Caldwell. So
that means somebody ain't gonna have a job this year.
We got
Mikhail London.
Mikhail London is big, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry he. What's that corner from the University of San Antonio? Zah Frazier.
UTSA, huh?
Yes, sir. That dude ran like a 4.2. But wait. Hold up, Xavier Truss. I'm about to say Xavier.
The cornerback?
Yeah, corner.
What's his name again?
Look here. We went through this damn fast ass corner fade with D'Angelo Hall last now.
He gone.
He gone.
Okay. Got Cam Miller always there. Can't say guy.
I ain't worried about Cam Miller. Cam Miller pumped my gas the other day.
Oh,
damn it!
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
They go Tommy Hill in Nebraska.
Tommy.
Some Hill. Florida State cornerbacks are always pretty decent too now, no matter who they are.
Fentrell. Lord, what are they thinking?
That sounds like a drug.
Yeah,
he said fentanyl. He said fentanyl.
All right. Cypress Hill. Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay, let me see. Let's go position by position. Let me see. I'm gonna go running back. Last one. Let me see if I can go running back.
It's your last pick.
I know because Tyler's in his last. There he is. There's my guy right there. Raheem Sanders.
That's who you want?
That's who I want.
You got to draft. That's always true. Every year you need to draft a running back. I say that's
yeah. I'm taking him. Yeah.
There we go. You may got an A out of this one. This may be an A.
I think what's his name? I think because Tyler is in his last year, so I gotta be able to. I need another thumper.
Yeah, this is his last one. Ooh,
damn!
They gave me an F for Jared Wilson. They gave me an F for Jared Wilson. I think I reached for him. That's why.
You got him early. That's why I thought you could have got him at 70. You could have got him at 70. I think.
Yeah, I didn't want to take the chance though.
What was his overall draft grade though?
They say you should have taken London Jackson over Jared Wilson. That's what they said.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not taking a guy with no eyebrows. Okay.
Oh, you gotta be honest. Okay.
He got alopecia.
Oh God, shut up!
He does. No, it's the truth. He does.
Yeah, well, we got Charlie Villanueva out there.
He actually has alopecia for real.
And no technique. There it is right there. You have to teach him. You got to teach him.
He didn't do just put a wig on his head.
Oh Jesus,
shut the hell up, coach. We're not gonna do this shit.
So here's my thing though, coach.
Yes, sir.
What I did is I got rid of our problem with Kirk. Right?
You did that.
Okay. I got a couple of dogs. Okay. I got Malachi. I got Malachi Jared with the first, and then I got Jared, and then I got Trayvon. Now I said that sounds like a drug. He said, man, I'm not taking no freaking guy with no freaking eyebrows.
Don't do that.
Oh, he talked about Wayne Head. We got beat by Joshua.
Wayne Head.
we got beat by Joshua.
Hey, Joshua Dobb. He's in astronaut training right now.
Is he really?
It's about Charlie Villanueva.
He's in astronaut training.
Yeah, man, did you remember
the kid was smart, y'all? I don't care what y'all say. The boy was smart.
No, he is smart. He's smart. He's really
smart, mother. Boy, that.
Hey, Mag, you remember Charlie Villanueva?
Yes. Dude look like Victor Zsasz from Gotham. That's what he looks like. But yeah. Yo. So anyway, but yeah, I just want to see if I could be able to get those dogs. And apparently, being the fact that Cleveland's willing to do business, there we go. And we got our dogs, man.
We got our dogs.
I look at it like that. So, Coach, you did one without without trades though.
What time? How long we got? Let me do one right quick.
Okay.
All right, cool.
This will be it. After this, we're gonna.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna do one with my trades.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Oh yeah. He finna do the Blackberry. He finna fleece everybody, man.
Only one trade. Only one trade.
Yeah, one trade, but it's gonna be like 16 picks though.
I
know.
Coach about to fleece somebody. Yep. Keep it real, Coach. Keep it real now.
It will. We'll see.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna start out with same thing everybody does do. I gotta let his ass go to Hollywood.
Who? Kirk? Mm-hmm. Where you trading Kirk?
Yeah, we trading Kirk Cousins already. Shit.
Got to.
He's going to Cleveland.
Let's get rid of him.
I want that.
Get him out of there. What you got?
A two. You giving him the wait. You're trading Kirk for what picks you? Wait. Jesus, Coach. What
you trading the what you getting, Coach? What it is?
Coach wants the 2026 second, 2027 first, and a
2027 third. Coach going all the way to 27.
And you want the number 2 pick and 104?
Watch.
Oh my God.
He finna fleece him.
Pants on the ground.
Hey,
right.
What do I always say? What do I always say?
Cleveland going Cleveland.
Cleveland going Cleveland.
So,
Jesus.
Cleveland going Cleveland.
All right.
Okay, so now with
all right.
Now you got the second pick in the draft. I don't know how you did this, Coach. Fleeced, exactly, laugh.
Who you going, Coach? Abdul Carter?
I have to.
Cleveland going Cleveland, man.
Got to.
Cleveland going Cleveland.
Oh, and you got Mike Green sitting there and Malachi?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my. Ooh, boy.
Ooh.
Kenneth Grant is there. Donnie E is there. James Pierce is there. Ooh, boy.
I want this right here so bad. I have to.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
I be dreaming of stuff like this, man. Like, how does that?
Oh, there's your boy Demetrius.
I know.
See, Coach don't did this so many times. He already know who's gonna be there.
I know, right? Shit, maybe we need to get rid of Terry, high coach.
There you go.
If I was only that smart, those guys are smart, man. I can't do what they do. I'd be pissed off.
This is fun.
I'd be fired.
Oh, you got David Walker sitting there?
I know.
Oh my God, you got David Walker, you got Kyman Rucker, you got Jeffrey Bossa. That's another one.
I mean, maybe they need a coach's input.
Coach, I wouldn't want to be in this position, man.
I wouldn't. That's what I'm saying.
This is tough, man. I mean, I guess you can go Bossa if you talk about like scheme wise. You go Bossa, but then you got Demetrius, so you can't. Oof.
Exactly.
What about DB? I guess you can go DB. I guess.
I'm gonna look at the cornerback in a minute, man.
Bond is there. That guy that they was looking at, Jacob Parrish is there. That guy with the upside, Olawafemi Oladejo.
Got to grab your African though.
Sebastian Castro. I'm not drafting no guy named Castro.
Yeah, he'd be that.
Damn. He's gone, right?
Yeah, I know where I'm going. I just had to make sure he will probably still be there.
He fixed the defense with 3 picks. Maybe go nickel. I want to let y'all know, if Cleveland actually was to do this pick, you might as well go ahead and just hold this mock draft from the unemployment office.
I know, right? This for Cleveland.
Don't do this, kid.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cleveland. Cleveland go Cleveland.
If Isaiah Bond falls to the 4th, man, I'll take that, man. I'll run up to the man, please. So you're good. You're good at center, coach. You're gonna roll with Noozle? What you mean? Oh Lord! Look at what Dre Murphy said. We already got an African on the team already, though. What?
Don't do
that. Shut up, man.
Oh, Drew Kendall. That's the somebody said Drew Kendall. Oh, we got an egghead. We got an egghead in the 7th.
Uh-oh.
And just in case you missed on a Malachi, there's a Malachi from Alabama. Timu Malachi. Oh, here you go. Smile Munden. Happy Tuesday.
I didn't take long. I had my mind made up. Come on, you can get it.
What we got,
Coach? Coach did this about 30 times, man.
That's about 100 times. About 100 times.
Yeah.
I know who's in here. I know like I said, this is
right.
Yeah. Go get trust can't block water. Hell no.
Yeah, I don't trust.
His trust is for building houses, not for blocking.
I don't trust.
No.
This is a good draft, man. That's a good draft right there.
That's not bad.
What's overall grade is, Coach?
It's
probably
an
A.
It's an A.
Yeah.
Yeah. I save all these things. I go back and look at it, see who got. I look at everybody what's called at the end of what's called. I save it. If you do one, I save them. So when the draft really happens, we're gonna go back and see how the first round looked for a lot of people.
You know what's funny, Coach? I meant to ask you that. I meant to ask you that. Like, remember how we totally fleeced the draft and we drafted Julio Jones? I meant to ask you that. Like,
Cleveland gone, Cleveland.
Like, who in this draft you would be willing to bet your entire draft on? Like Saint,
nobody.
Nobody, right? Yeah.
Nobody, baby.
what the Saints did with Ricky Williams, what we did with Julio.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is there any guy right now that you can look at? They can say, like, you know what? First round, and we're done for that's it.
I don't see nobody. I don't see nobody. Hold on, y'all. I would think about something. Y'all, you know what we need to think? Everybody, y'all super fans, y'all Mike Vick loving. Y'all need to thank Tim Dwight for Michael Vick. Without Tim Dwight, the Chargers never make that trade for y'all can get Michael Vick. Y'all know that? So, Tim Dwight, we want the Falcons.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you. So.
Thank you, Tim.
Anyway, that's all I have to say.
Yeah. But go ahead, Coach. Go ahead and say your goodbyes, man.
Man, everybody don't want no Travis Hunter like that.
I don't want him or his girlfriend anywhere near Atlanta.
Coach.
Anyway, hey, man, y'all, thank y'all for joining us, man. Friday night, I'm going to do safety.
Night Ryder.
I'm going to do Who's the all-time greatest safeties?
Oh my God!
All-time greatest safeties. Okay.
Up to the draft, every Friday I'm gonna do a different position.
So safety. So you're gonna go like all around, all around the field. So you did DB.
I did cornerback. I'm doing safety. Then I'm gonna do in the same show. I'm gonna do the all-time greatest Falcons safeties.
That's gonna be a short list, Coach. That show might be 15 minutes long.
Just for the Falcons, yes. Yeah.
Coach, don't piss me off, but you better not say no Eugene Robinson.
Yo, he the greatest trick.
Hey, that man's a 5-trick pony. See that trick? See that 5-trick pony?
I'll tricking if you got it. He can tricking if you got it.
Oh my God!
I'm up all night.
Fight. Up all night, getting beat for 6 by that post. Ron, what's the name? No.
He bought his wife. Hey, but he bought his wife a nice ring like Kobe did.
Yeah, after he did that shit, he better.
Oh my God! So the thing is about safeties is that you can put a Rod Woodson and a Charles Woodson in there.
Well,
because they play both, right?
Give me Troy, man.
The last couple of years they did. I ain't gonna put those guys in there.
Give me Troy. Give me Troy.
Oh yeah, Troy Polamalu. You got Ed Reed. You got Ronnie Lott.
Yeah.
That's
the assassin, Jack Tatum.
Rest in peace for my favorite man, Sean Taylor, boy.
Yes, sir.
He didn't have a long.
He probably could have been one of the greatest.
Yes,
I think he would have been the greatest.
He was on that trajectory, man. Yeah, like he was Sean Taylor, man. He was the reason why I wanted to play safety, man. That
he was a ball hawking.
Sean Taylor will separate your mind from your soul. He didn't give a damn.
Somebody forgot to tell him in the Pro Bowl, you're not supposed to hit people.
Hit the kicker anyway.
the
yeah.
He almost destroyed that man.
Somebody forgot to tell him that. Oh yeah, Eric Berry. Eric Berry was a good one too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, big time EB. Shout out to Creekside High, man. Southside.
But
don't say Thomas Decool.
I would get
Thomas Decool. Thomas Decool.
Okay, cool.
Yo, Desmond South. Don't start with me, Ray Fitty. Desmond Southward.
Yes, sir.
Where would you put Jack Tatum?
He's in your top 10.
The assassin.
It depends on how you look at it. If you're looking at a turnover machine or you're hitting hardest hitting, because there's different categories of safety. You see
John Lynch. You got John Lynch is another one.
Yeah. You know,
I don't know. When it comes to hard hitting safeties, it got to be the running like Jack Tatum. Oh no, Steve Atwater.
Oh God.
Well, I still don't understand why it's not in the Hall of Fame. I don't get that. I don't get it. Atwater's not in the Hall of Fame.
Man,
Steve Atwater hit that.
But he just hit you. He just hit you.
Knocked himself out in the Super Bowl.
He just hit you. He didn't have a lot of interception, but he will kill you.
No, he was an assassin. That's what he was.
Yeah, ask Rod Smith how that worked out for him.
Cornell Lake.
Cornell Lake was a good one. Cornell Lake was a good one. Yes, he was. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Did you put Cam Chancellor in that category?
I'll put Earl Thomas before Cam.
Me too. Yeah.
Like Cam was a tone setter.
One of the greatest ones. I'm gonna tell you.
Cam was an enforcer.
He played a lot of his career. Well, he played a lot of his career with New England. Well, it made him famous in New England. Was Rodney Harrison.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So, this time was played there.
Hey, what was Lawyer Malloy, coach? Was he a corner or was he a safety?
He was a safety. You know, it's kind of funny to talk about Lawyer Malloy when I first got to Fort Lewis and I was coaching, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I played my team. I had Ricky Williams on my team, and Lawyer played on another team. So I coached Ricky Williams when he was in.
Man, let me find out coach up here coaching goats, man.
He ain't no goat. He was a weed smoker.
Yeah, man. Let me see.
Wasn't Tyler? Tyler was a corner, right?
No, Tyler was a corner. He was a corner.
Yeah.
Well, I do remember.
One more guy I've got about played with Seattle. Easy. Kenny Easy.
Who?
Kenny Easy. Safety for Seattle. He was a beast too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was a beast too.
I feel like we're forgetting somebody though.
About safety.
I don't know. I feel like we're forgetting somebody. That I don't know. Like I just really feel like we're
Brian Dawkins. He was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, ask some LJ Crumple how Brian Dawkins is.
Yeah.
Okay.
He still saying mama.
I don't think LJ Crumple realized that he was going out to get tattooed that day. I think he still got that helmet.
There's a guy who played with New York back in the day, back in the 40s and 50s. Name 79 career interceptions, guys. We think 71 is a name. Emin Tarnell.
Nah,
Never heard of him?
Coach.
He's an old time.
I went and put. So I'm on NFL.com right now. They got the 32 greatest safeties of all time.
Okay.
So you got Dennis Smith at 32.
You got the same list I'm looking at. You got the same list I'm looking at then.
Yeah. Leroy Butler.
Leroy Butler was good. The rubber was good. Yeah, he was good.
Nolan Cromwell.
Yeah.
Oh, Eric Weddle.
Eric Weddle. Yeah. Long term.
Hey, my guy, Jack the Assassin Tatum.
Yeah, Jack Tatum will always be there. But
Jack Tatum, yeah.
Chancellor, Ed Medor, Rodney Harrison.
Now, how do you
Browner?
How do you rate your safeties? In an interception or hard hitting or in what? Impact? What? How do you have an impact? They gonna knock you out or they gonna intercept the ball? That's all they do.
Yeah.
That's all they do.
Yeah.
This dude here had 81 career interceptions.
Steve Atwater, man. Yeah. EB. Troy. Kenny Easley.
How many interceptions did Troy have? Kenny Easley only had 32.
I don't think Troy had a lot. But he had this like great impact.
32.
But it's not. That sounds like Rebus.
Donnie Shell had 51.
That's
a lot. That's a lot.
Especially for a safety, because you don't get a lot of opportunities.
Eric Berry had 51 interceptions. I didn't know he had that many. Damn. Atwater only had 24 interceptions, so he just laid you out.
He was a headhunter.
Yeah.
I had 63.
Yeah.
Reed had 64.
That's crazy that Ronnie Lott, he's known for knocking people out, but he had like 63 interceptions.
I know, right?
I want to say, yeah, but Ronnie Lott came in as a cornerback, though, I think. He didn't start as a safety. He came in as a cornerback. But I think he moved to safety early enough, so he had the impact of safety. Look at that guy.
But don't give too much away, Coach. You gotta save that for your show, man.
Hey, I just want to know who this dude is up in there playing for the Detroit Linebacker in the 50s that look like Dick Clark. He don't say safety at all. He's like, hey, kids, I'm very
a lot of them did back then. They look like regular dudes.
He didn't have no interception.
Dude look like Dick Clark, man. My boy finna hold New Year rockin' D.
That's the American Bandstand, bro.
Go ahead, Nyght Ryder. Say your goodbye.
No, Dick Clark had that New Year's Eve shit too.
Yeah, Ryan T. Chris.
Yeah, go ahead, Nyght Ryder. Say your goodbyes, brother.
Damn tip, man. He's too beautiful. Yeah, but ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, children of all ages, thank y'all for another episode of the Regulators. We have been. Y'all know we've been all over the place, as we always do. Y'all make sure y'all follow your boy on all social media platforms, man. At Nyght Ryder 229 on Instagram and Twix. It ain't Twitter or X. I call it Twix. Hey, man, follow me on TikTok, same thing. Snapchat at Nyght Ryder FDU. Oh, for everybody that didn't know, the King of Beats competition got pushed back. So that's the reason why I'm at home right now. So I'll let everybody know when the hell the competition is. And we're gonna make it do what it do, y'all. But also, y'all remember to vote for me. Your ATL Raps Awards, page 6, producer of the year. Make sure y'all vote for your boy, man. Y'all still got time, man. Let's get it.
All right, y'all. Well, just like I said before, we're talking about draft stuff and whatever might be coming up from here until draft day. Be sure to tune in to Coach's Show. Be sure to actually come with make sure you study, okay? Don't start putting stuff on there that they didn't play safety or they probably played offensive lineman or whatever it is, man. Just make sure that you put some, just make sure you study, okay?
Right.
So your homework right now is to see who you think is the greatest safety suspect of all time. Now, of course, Coach, you might have to shorten that list because like 32 is.
I don't do all 30. I only do 10 people.
10 people. Okay.
I don't rate them. I just tell you who the hell they are. I ain't got time to rate all this.
That's right.
Well,
because everybody have a different era, so I don't do all that.
There you go. So, from all of us here at AFN to all you out there, today was the best day of your life, but to us, it was only Sunday. Let me go ahead and go get this girl something to eat. Thank y'all.